What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They
don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still in the sauce with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof I'm alive better more than no proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side floor. Gucci get large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as can be. You can watch it on YouTube and view it for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. FM 104.3 WQAM. Hello, Leroy.
Oh, fresh cut Tobin.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I gotta look camera pretty.
You got the travel kit.
Yep. The whole travel kit is going. Shmita says, where do they got him in a Motel 6? Actually, I gotta tell you, this is the nicest hotel I've stayed in maybe ever, and I was not expecting it.
I mean, it looks really small.
It's
just the angle.
It's just the angle. This is a giant room, a giant bed. There is way too fancy a toilet door. I walked in, I'm like, why are there 2 showers? And then I opened up this glass panel. I was like, oh, the toilet. I don't really know why there's a fancy table in there though. That confuses me with no vase. Like they really know how to do the aesthetics here in Maryland.
Hey, so Brittney, I've been doing my forecast. The weather doesn't look good for Sunday.
Oh, I know.
Oh wow.
Are you happy?
I don't want to be a hater and I don't want to be petty, but I
you
can't
know what? Nobody
lie.
be happy.
I kind of am happy.
Yeah, you wish them no success.
I wish them no success.
Yeah, you're not.
And
wishing...
maybe the universe is looking out for me, and that's why I couldn't get tickets, so I don't get rained out.
I have a question because this has always confused me about racing. Everybody gets the same amount of tires, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to start the weekend.
Like I knew.
And so, like, do they once you go through like the soft tires or the hard, you can't go back. It's done.
No, you can reuse tires. They do like special. They have like you see them like with a heating gun taking off any of that debris that's stuck on those tires, so they can go back on them. They're just used. So ideally, you would like to have 2 unused tires by the time you get to race day.
Right. Jeez. That's crazy because now, they're going to have their wet tires, which is crazy because can you imagine going 150, 200 miles an hour with just water being splashed in your face?
Well, they wouldn't be going that fast if it was raining.
Well, the straightaway, they still hit it, don't they?
No, not really. Like they won't hit their like top speeds.
Gotta be safe, dude. So, like, would you swoop in, like, if the tickets got super cheap because everybody's scared to go? Would you swoop in last minute to buy some tickets, or you're out?
For race day, I would say I'm out because I don't want to spend money for it to get canceled. Because they almost canceled it last year.
Really? So it just gets canceled? They don't postpone it or nothing?
Yeah, because what happens is that if there's lightning in the area, like it's done. Like they cannot go on the track. And then, of course, with Florida infrastructure, as we all are very aware of, the track in Miami does not have a good drainage system. So it gets flooded. So last year, the race was pushed back. And there was talks of canceling it last year. And it took forever for them to like drain it and dry it. And the thing is that if it gets too late, because the race is at 4. So if it starts getting too late and they push it back, then you're going to lose daylight and they don't have the infrastructure to have a night race in Miami. So it becomes a whole thing.
Would have thought they would have figured out the drainage system, but I guess that's the problem when you live at sea level.
Or counterpoint, which is kind of what I asked Dave about the golf.
Mm-hmm.
You're taking a chance having it at the end of April or the beginning of May, just because of the weather that time of year. So why would you even try when you have 6 months of great weather to have it on a date where you're even risking the weather that happens this time of year?
Well, the reason why F1 is when it is one, because the Dolphin season, they can't have a live track going on while the Dolphin season is going off.
No,
It
I
takes
understand
so much
that, but
parking. Number two, remember the Miami Open happens in March. So there's a quick turnaround from the Miami Open, from the Dolphin season ending to Miami Open, then from Miami Open to F1. And they can't have it in the summer because the track is already extremely hot at this time of year. So they can't have it in the summer because people won't go and people will pass out because it was so hot when I went last year. So it's a whole thing. And you still have rain in the summertime. There was no forecasted rain last year. It was supposed to be like a great weekend. It's downpoured Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. Love this place. The best weather. Speaking of weather, let's get a weather update, Leroy, from Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate.
Oh, it's mostly sunny. Wind is barely, the trees are just sagging. So I would say if it's 5 miles an hour, you're lucky. Can't even tell which way the wind's blowing. I'm going to say it's coming out of the west, but I can't tell because the clouds aren't moving. And right now it's about 82, 83 degrees. But rain is in the forecast for Sunday. Saturday should be pretty nice. Sunday is going to be a struggle. Is like 80-90% chance of rain. So
Droopy.
Right. And it's already getting really hot. So yeah. Good luck with that.
The headlines brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia or Doral Kia last night. Shout out to the Marlins, dude. What a win yesterday. They beat the LA Dodgers 3-2.
3-2 filthy.
Javier Sanoja driving in the go-ahead run. I love him. He is so clutch. Every single time you need a big hit, who's there? Javier Sanoja. Like, he's always there to come through when you need him. On parlay watch for us yesterday, we got the hard one early. Liam Hicks hit a absolute moon blast in the top of the second for his 7th home run of the season, and that's all we got because Sandy only got 4 strikeouts. And Jacob Marcy only had like 1 opportunity to steal a base. Stupid Kyle Stowers is sitting there grounding out. And I'm like, well, I apologize, Kyle. This is my gambling. It's my responsibility. I won't be mean. But the problem is we only had like 1 opportunity for Marcy to steal a base yesterday.
Like 1 pitch.
Yeah.
Stowers swung.
Yeah. And he grounded out. But Liam Hicks continues swinging a hot bat. And you got to give it up for Clayton McCullough because, they had a very topped out bullpen from this road trip. So he goes with Calvin Fauché in the 9th inning. And Fauché, basically, this was his first 2 batters. He was squeaky cheeks. And so Clayton McCullough goes out there and gets him to settle down. And runners, there was, I think, runners at the corner. No, bases loaded. They have to intentionally walk Shohei Ohtani. They're like, we're not going Shohei Ohtani. Not doing that. Because it was an interesting thing because they started off first 2 runners on, then they decided to sacrifice, and they're like, well, you're just going to intentionally walk Shohei Ohtani. Now, you do have to take on Freddie Freeman, who's good.
Oh, jeez.
And, a great play by Xavier Edwards. Gets the ground ball. He tags Shohei Ohtani, leaves the base path, and then gets on first base. So the double play, force-out double play. It's a little bit of controversy because they had to check to make sure that he didn't hit the base before Shohei, because then the run would have scored. But because it was the force out, he did it in order. Run doesn't score. Marlins get a win, and very impressive series win for the Marlins. It probably should have the sweep, to be honest with you.
Is that crazy? Like the tagging order has to be accurate.
Yep.
Like, oh my goodness.
Very heads up play by him though. It
is because I would imagine if any of us are in that, you're just tagging and touching. Like you're not like you're not paying attention to those little minute details of how to do it.
He's a really good player, man. Xavier Edwards has been really incredible this season for the Marlins. Just consistent, does everything right, always coming through with big hits. I just, kind of goes under the radar. Not a power guy. It's a little, it's one of those things where, like, you just do everything right and you just appreciate it because it's always him and Otto Lopez, same thing. But man, Liam Hicks this season that he's having friggin' incredible. And to be fair, Sandy also had a really good game. Sandy looked strong. He probably should have had an easier time. And Otto Lopez, the rare mistake that he made in the second inning, there was a high pop-up to shortstop. Sun got him. You could just see immediately. He goes, oh. He's like looking up high. Ball drops right there. Bad News Bear style. It was like crazy. And they were dealing with it all game. You could just see, boom, high pop up. Everybody was looking like, oh man, I can't see anything right now. It is so bright out. Either way, Marlins improved to 15-16, and they split the road trip. The Dodgers dropped to 20-11. The Marlins are going to start a 3-game series starting tomorrow with the Philadelphia Phillies, who, I mean, just have had it's actually a wraparound series. My bad. This goes Friday to Monday, the rare wraparound series. Philly is terrible this season. I mean, them and the Mets. I mean,
it's amazing how, and here's why you have to give the Marlins a little bit of room, because we always assume winning comes with spending. And we watch the Mets and the Phillies every year, and they spend money, and it doesn't always work. And just in your division, when you see that, it kind of makes you take a deep breath and say, well, it's not all about spending. You'd like to spend some money, but it's not all about spending. It's about having the right players.
No, for sure. It's one of those things where you have to have the right guys. Now, Philly was coming into an interesting year anyway, because Dombrowski was calling out Bryce Harper, and he's like, I don't know, you're not that guy, pal, anymore, basically. Saying that he's just not an elite player anymore. And you're just like, ooh, that's not a – I mean, it was a little like Pat Riley-esque to him to start the year, be like, oh, do you got it anymore? But, dude, I mean, the Mets yesterday, I walk in. The one thing I'll say about this place that I'm at right now, one of the nicest sports books I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it is pristine, all the screens that they had on. So they had everything. They had all the playoff games on last night. I did not bet. And in fact, it was funny because one of the games that I was looking at last night, the lady comes up to me because she's like, I was very focused on one hockey game. She goes, oh, you got money riding on this? And I go, nah, I just hate the Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm a Panthers fan.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, they pulled the goalie with like 3 minutes left. And so it was just an onslaught for Montreal that last 3 minutes.
That's the new thing.
I know.
Like, usually it used to be like down to a minute or whatever, but they snatch goalies early now.
You know me, man. I can't have anything good happen to John Pooper. So the fact that he lost yesterday, awesome. And, Montreal, it's a cool story. You always want now that the Panthers aren't in it, you've seen what Canadian teams can advance. Are they the only one left in the East? I'm trying to think. Ottawa's out. Toronto didn't make it. Montreal, is anybody else still in it from Canada on the East? Trying to think about that. Canada. Who do they got left? Oilers are in the West. Yeah, I think they are, dude. Canada's last hope. Yeesh. They can't be happy about that. All right. Good talk. Thank you for that.
I mean,
really,
their sport. They got and then the team that probably advances, they might not even like. How do you know all Canadians like all Canadian teams? They could be like we are with Tampa.
The playoffs last night, the Pistons stayed off elimination. That was a great game. That was squeaky cheeks. Boncaro and Cade Cunningham. What a battle. I mean, they were going back and forth yesterday. Both had 45 in the game. Pistons win 116-109. And Orlando still leads that series 3-2, but the Pistons live to fight another day. The Cavs beat the Raptors 125-120. Cleveland goes up 3-2 in that series.
That was a little testy towards the end.
Sure was.
I mean, they had a big lead and nobody could make a shot on either team.
No. And then in the late night action, the Rockets beat the Lakers 99-93. Reed Shepherd. Woo. Taking it from LeBron.
That was a rock fight.
Yeah. Kevin Durant's going to remain out, too. He's not going to play in game 6.
Oh, so. Really? It's that bad, huh?
Yeah, it's like you always say those knee bruises, rough.
Yeah, because there's really no, like, you can have a bone bruise or, some kind of banged up knee and they can do an x-ray or whatever, but it doesn't, like, the severity of it isn't really known because you don't know how much the player is going to be able to move or not. Right. And case in point, I've seen like Randall Cunningham one time had knee surgery to clean his knee out and bye week, and he played the following week. Conversely, I've seen guys have knee surgery and get their knee cleaned out and they were out for a month. Like there's really no, and that's why it's difficult with certain injuries to determine the severity, because you're not looking at the medical records. They just say bone bruise or knee bruise or banged up knee. They don't, you don't have the full access to what is going on.
Finally, as we've been talking about in the lead up, the Cadillac Championship is underway. Leroy, what's you have the scoreboard over there? What's doing?
I can get it. Let me
give me a little looky loo. What do we got going on? Where can I watch this thing?
Golf Channel. Probably the first 2 days. And then on the weekend it's probably NBC or ABC or something like that. Right?
Nance doing it?
I don't know. It depends on what channel.
Or does he only do the Masters?
No, he does other stuff.
All right. We gotta bring Tony Romo in for one of these golf events.
Jim. He plays in a lot of them.
Yeah, I don't want him to play. I want him to broadcast with Jim Nance.
What are we doing? Have they even started yet?
No. Yes, I have a scoreboard.
Here it is. I got it.
Okay.
Sahith Gala, he's at 3 under. Tom Hogue is 2 under. David Lipsky,
Hoagie,
Pearson Cootie, Patrick Rogers.
His name is Pearson Cootie.
Yeah.
That's a ridiculous name, dude. What?
Right.
You made that up. That's not his name.
What? Pearson Cootie?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
what are you talking about? Let me get this straight. You're telling me Pearson Cootie and the Gooch Man. By the way, is the Gooch Man coming back?
It's a weird dynamic. I need to ask somebody about this because Brooks Koepka paid the money, right?
Yeah.
He paid $5 million to come back right away, and he can't qualify. He didn't automatically qualify for any of the signature events. He had to qualify through playing or being top 50 in the world, right? But there's like Patrick Reed, who nobody likes, right? Patrick Reed is leading the European Tour Order of Merit, the money list. The top 10 guys automatically get their card. So I don't know if he has to go through all that because he qualifies, or can he just come on back?
I wonder if I can bet on Cootie. Wonder what
his odds are 4,500.
I might throw a little something on him. Give something.
Right.
I might go downstairs and bet on him.
So you're staying at a casino?
Yeah, the fights are at a
casino where the event's being held?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Now, everybody, the latest tee time is 2:55. So they're all getting jammed in, into a nice spot.
Scheffler's at 10:50 today.
Right. So he'll be teeing off at the end of the hour. He plays with, and usually the cool thing about it's only twosomes. Normally it's threesomes, but normally if you notice, the better golfers get paired with other good golfers.
Yeah, he's paired with Cameron Young.
Right. And so that's how they kind of do it. So if you see Scotty Scheffler, you're not going to see him with a guy who just barely made, qualified for it.
We'll take a break here on the program. Back after this.
WQAM broadcast.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Happy to have you here. We're streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, 104.3 WQAM. Bush is bringing their Land of Milk and Honey tour with Mammoth. Well, tough loss for the Mammoth last night. Yeesh. Sorry, D-Wade. And James in the cold gun.
What are you doing?
Tough loss for the Mammoth last night.
Why does everything have to tie back into sports?
I don't know. We do a sports show.
I mean, I did also say, are they shooting threes? So
yeah,
I'll allow it.
Anyway, Bush, if you guys want to win tickets to Bush, we're giving away those tickets today at 11:40 a.m. So next hour, we will give those away. If you can't wait to win, you can purchase your tickets at casino.hardrock.com/Hollywood/events. And for all those fans out there, for the Land of Milk and Honey tour, they should have Jason Jackson introduce them. You think Jason Jackson ever gets into the rock and roll? I feel like he's versatile.
He plays a lot of rock and roll on the
He does. He brings a lot of the music.
He knows a lot of music because he always knows a song to tie into where they're playing, and a lot of times it's rock and roll.
I mean, I love it. I love that, and I love the Tommy Tag monologue to start a game with the theme song. Radio
yes.
art. Radio art when
both
Tommy
of those
Tag
guys are professionals.
Yep. Just like me, dude. Samesies.
Really?
Samesies, dude. That's what I'm doing.
They started to show off with a monologue. You started off with Goosies.
Yeah. That's right. Broadcasting the sweet science this weekend.
The sweet science. Well, is there any sport that you have covered that is more hit or miss than the fight game?
No, dude. If it's miss.
Oh my goodness.
Like I was the card I did last week, I just did from a studio, and it was a rough one. This one I think is going to be good. This one I think is going to be good. But I will say, researching some of the fighters yesterday, because a lot of guys on the top of the card. So you know what boxing always works. It's a little different than MMA or dirty boxing. It's like the early ones. These are kids who are trying to beef up their record. Like they are trying to just get their feet wet in professional boxing. So it's not even the guys they're facing, but the guys that they faced. I'll look back and I'll look at the guy that they're facing, and he's like, oh, he's 2-1. And then I look back to his, because box rec, you could just literally follow down the rabbit hole, and you're like, hey, he beat a guy who is 3-24. And I think to myself, 27 fights. He wants to keep going, huh? 3-24.
Or are you thinking, do you want this on your record?
I always think
is it making you look good saying you're 3-0 and you haven't fought a guy that has anything close to a winning record?
I always think back to back in the day when Burt Sugar had the old hat on. People didn't have the internet, but BoxRec is so good because but for anybody, they have, if you're a boxer, you're basically registered on that thing, and so you can see who they fought. But a lot of the times, you can make it sound good on the broadcast. You'd be like, oh, this guy's coming off a win, knockout, and you don't say any of the details on who they beat. But I'll look and be like, you remember back to when we went to the Palm Beach Convention Center, we're thinking to ourselves, we saw one guy, Brittney, he had a record. He had 30 fights. He was 6-24. And you just think to yourself,
it's not.
He could have came in.
Maybe it's not your thing.
He looked like he came in smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, he did. And but I guess just love for the sport. You get a few $100 and, you try, I guess. So anyway, anybody who wants to watch that, by the way, tomorrow, Pro Box TV, it'll be on YouTube, the Pro Box TV channel. And we'll get going. I think it's 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is when the broadcast starts. As far as the Marlins are concerned, they'll be back with the Phillies. Tomorrow is Star Wars Day at the ballpark. And I believe. So I think if you bought special tickets, you get a Star Wars Hawaiian shirt.
Well, not for nothing, but according to Jennifer, I have to go as Yoda.
Why?
5 foot.
Little.
Yeah.
I can't. My son and I, we cannot wait for Grogu and Mandalorian.
Yeah. That
We're
guy.
hyped for that one.
Has there been a guy who quietly has been in every movie?
He's built himself quite the resume.
Because he
really
was
has.
in Game of Thrones.
Yep. Yeah, he was in Game of Thrones. He was in that the hell was that show on HBO? It wasn't Walking Dead, but it was
Mandalorian.
like Last of Us. Is that what it was?
Pedro Pascal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was in The Last of Us.
Yeah, that I don't like apocalypse shows. Freaks
He's
me
also
out.
on. He just did Fantastic Four.
I didn't see that.
He was Mr. Fantastic.
You guys like the Fantastic Four?
No.
Yes.
Like I like
Really?
the first one. I like the first one. But what's weird about it's the only Batman used to get me, but they used to do 2 or 3 movies with the same Batman, and then they changed Batmans.
Yeah.
Right? But this, like, your next movie can't be 4 different people.
It's a different universe.
I don't
And they're
care.
different companies that own them. My childhood was the one where Chris Evans and Jessica Alba was in it.
Right.
That
They
was the
never
one
they
I
only
used to
did they do
watch.
2? They did Silver
They did one-
Surfer?
They did one after that, and that one had Michael B. Jordan in it, and I can't remember who else.
Right. And
This
that's
one's actually by Marvel and Disney.
right.
The other ones were by Sony, I believe.
Okay. But it's still like I under like it's the only superhero movie that if they made 5 of them, 4 of them had different casts. And so that kind of I lose interest.
Dade South points out Narcos. Narcos was that was probably like his huge break, right? Like I know he did Game of Thrones, but Narcos he starred in. So like that
Yeah,
was
Game of Thrones, he was just out there to be the flamboyant fighter that got killed.
Narcos was good, but then they really tried to bleed it out with spin-off Narcos, and that was too much. It's like, all right, we get it. Lots of drugs.
They've done spin-off Game of Thrones.
Those have
I'm all
been
for it.
decent. Those have been decent, but House of Dragon had some dumb seasons. I like this Night of the Realm though. I enjoyed it, except for the little kid. I mean, he is annoying.
He's annoying. He's going to get everybody killed, and as soon as they realize who he is, they can't do nothing to him.
Yeah, he's like, oh, sorry. It turns out I'm royalty.
I know. I like the part
The
where
guy's just like, oh, all right. He just wanted to do the.
he's mysteriously in his little king's outfit with his hands behind his back like royalty all of a sudden.
Yeah, he's an agent of chaos. You can't trust him. You can't trust him.
Especially when he got on that horse and rode out and lied and said, Dad said I could go with you.
I'm just playing pretend. Ridiculous, dude. Kid doesn't realize there's stakes to this stuff. People really die in those jousting matches.
Oh my goodness. I'll tell you what. Some of those fights. Whew.
We'll take a break. More to come here on the show, including some pretty good reviews on the Dolphins draft. Back after this. That Shohei Ohtani's not so great. Big deal, dude. Whatever, dude. You ever have Liam Hicks? More impressive. Oh, my God. Marlins get a win yesterday. Shout out to the Fish. 3-2 over the Dodgers. Took 2 out of 3 as they come home and hopefully put a beat down on the Phillies, dude. I would love it. It's always a lot to ask for. Well, it's a 4-game series. I forgot. But I would love 3 out of 4 from these bastards. Oh, that would be great. Oh, man. Dude, yesterday at the sportsbook, I saw a Penguins fan. He was a Penguins fan. He was going through it. He definitely had some Pittsburgh parlay too, because he was also really into the Pirates.
That's how you can tell the real anger.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a tough way for their season to end. They lose 1-0 yesterday, but that was he was feeling it yesterday. I'll tell you one thing you'll be feeling. WQAM's Whiskey Stars and Cigars, presented by Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall, returns May 8th. Next Friday. Talk sports unfiltered with our on-air hosts at Tabacón Cigars and Spirits at Plantation Walk starting at 6 p.m. Enjoy a nice Scotch whiskey from Johnny Walker, a smooth cigar from Drew Estate. The event is free. Just stop by and get all the info now at WQAM.com. You must be 21 or older. And we'll see you 6 p.m. May 8th at Tabacón Cigars and Spirits at Plantation Walk. Whiskey Stars and Cigars presented by Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall. 4 brands. 1 location, your local Cadillac, Buick, GMC, and Chevy dealer. Josh says, Tobin, they got to get us unlimited drinks for our heat pain. Well, listen, Josh, if you come, I will buy you a drink, buddy. You come up and say, I'm Josh Hart 98. I'm going to have so many people say they're Josh Hart 98. But if you do that, I will buy you a drink for your heat pain. We will make that happen at Whiskey Stars and Cigars. And I'm sure they usually have us going up there yammering for a little bit. And I'll take questions from the audience on heat pain. We can do that. It is the same day, it appears, that the Miami Dolphins will have rookie mini camp. They will have it that weekend. So the Dolphins rookie class will be in the fold. They'll get to, go about their stuff. I don't know if they'll do stuff on field. Don't know what Hafley's going to do because, in the McDaniel years, they just basically did meetings. So I don't know if they'll run around. I know they're not going to hit each other, but, get some looky-loos at what they're doing. There was a report from Jeremy Fowler. He kind of got the taste of everybody's thoughts on the draft, Leroy.
Yeah.
And apparently, according to one NFC executive on the Dolphins draft, read this here for you. First-year GM John Eric Sullivan earned high marks in league circles for his first draft. Quote, they killed it, an NFC executive said. They got a mix of talent and culture guys, and all their moves made sense. Among the notable additions were 4th-round linebacker Kyle Lewis out of Pitt, who one exec said he'll be a good starter in the league. Louisville receiver Chris Bell was a 3rd-round steal, and the team considers 1st-round cornerback Chris Johnson and 2nd-round linebacker Jacob Rodriguez to be culture builders. And, of course, they also give some props to the Kadyn Proctor move, which he is widely considered as a top 5 talent in the draft. But the questions persist if he will maximize it. So I gotta tell you, I think he's gonna maximize it. I really do. Like the more I hear about how he's him and the way he's handled things, he's pretty hard not to root for. Guy seems super likable, and man, like all the stuff that he had to deal with, it seems like he had when he was 19 years old. I don't know.
I would say this. It's amazing to me that we look at a 20-year-old and we look at these kids like they're grown-ass men. And that's the problem that I have with it. Like, it's prospects. So don't we have to take into account the development as a young man? Or do we assume that that's it? This is what he's going to be for the rest of his life. Think about what we're saying when we draft a 20-year-old, 21-year-old. He's going to be this for the rest of his life.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, I'm sure there are people who stay immature, but the thing is with him, it's like he had an issue and he seemed like he fixed it. You know,
if he drafted in the 1st round, he did something right.
Like it wasn't like this persisted and he kept going. Like remember No fat shaming. I'm not one to do that. But remember the dude that did the poor Tampa kid from Florida? They just made him walk around the stupid training camp the whole time because he could never get in shape. This guy got himself in shape. He got himself in shape from the early goings. Yeah, he got up to 400, but he trimmed it down. He found a method to work. He said he had to find something that he likes to do for extra exercise. He's working. He does the row at Hot Works. It's fantastic. We'll get him into a hot yoga studio down at Wynwood or something like that. He'll have a ball.
Right.
Why are you looking at me like that, Brittney?
Because that's just really funny. Imagine him in a hot yoga studio.
He's a giant. He's a giant person.
With just a bunch of women.
Yeah.
It's just really funny.
You guys want Dolphins tickets? Be a great time. Want to come out to training camp? I saw the video. Dude, did you guys see the video of him when he got drafted? Like they did the welcome to the NFL rookie video. He was big man crying. I mean, they were monstrous tears. He was so emotional before he got up on stage. It was so goosies to see him, like when he got the call from, like, as soon as John Eric Sullivan got on the phone, he was like a mess. It was so cool. It wasn't like Chop Robinson. Remember when Chop Robinson, he was like sipping on the Capri Sun. It's so funny to see how everybody reacts to it. Did you get emotional? You were pissed because you said you were going to be first rounder.
No, I didn't. So the people that I was with, right? One of the things they said to me right after I got drafted was, this is just a starting point. The first round means you start a little bit higher, but there's no guarantee that they're going to get to that second contract. And you can get to that second contract just doing what you do and go from there. And so I never, to be honest with you, I never knew where I was going to be drafted. I was told, but I was like, I look at the draft and I'm like, all right. So I sat through the first round, and the cool thing about it was they did the first and second rounds the first day.
Yes, I remember that.
So
kind of
I didn't have to wait till the second day. And I went from being a first rounder to being a first day draft. So they just changed it. First day draft. Right? But I wasn't upset that I didn't go in the first round, because, as so many people in the room were saying, was when I think the Jets took a running back from Penn State, number 2. And so then my agent and everybody's calling me saying, here we go, because it's going to be a run on running backs. Well, then the next running back didn't get taken until like 15th. So you go from, all right, who did we go see? Who did we talk to I'm getting pushed down the list. So that's why I've always said, from my own experience, there could be a run on positions and it just push you down, and it has nothing to do with your ability. It just has to do with the way the draft went. And so I always wonder why guys get upset when you look at the draft and see that 9 offensive linemen went in the first round, which is crazy. And there was only 4 D linemen when 4 D linemen when Bain got taken. He was the 4th one.
Yeah, it was Reese, it was Bailey, and I mean, I guess what do you count, Styles?
Yeah, and it's also that. Like, what about the guys that they're going to use in multiple positions that get drafted before you? They don't necessarily play the position better than you, but they're versatile. And so, like, you just got to play the draft. And what I would say is that when you get to your second contract, if you balling out, you're in the same spot, if not a better spot, than all those other guys that went before you. So it doesn't matter.
Finzup says we need to trade Chop Robinson and get something for him.
Listen, relax.
Look, I will say, I think Chop Robinson's got more pressure on him than anybody on the roster this year.
You think?
I think so. Yeah, because first of all, he
him
feels,
or Savaianaya.
That's a good one too. Savai's got a lot of pressure too, especially if he's going to the right side. I mean, honestly, I don't know if Savai is going to win a starting job. I think that he put that out there, but like I think that they want him to earn that right guard spot. I think that is
the whole premise behind having all this young talent and bringing these guys in is that it pushes those 2 or 3 year guys that before you had to play out of necessity. Now you're going to play because you earned it.
That's a good comment.
And that's the thing that's going to be probably reverberized through the building constantly, consistently. Young players, earn your spot.
Reverberized?
I don't know. I'll take the -1. I just give
-1.
Just give it to me. Like, but I love the way I'm giving a heartfelt, explanation to what's going to happen. And you just stop. But listen, thanks, RVA Richie. Look, words hard, dog.
It's a good conversation though. Like, yes, Savai and I are Chop Robinson. I think they're probably both right there.
I would say the guy who has,
or is it Malik?
Well, and that's what I was gonna go with. But here's the thing. Malik has a get out of jail free card.
No receivers?
Correct.
Yeah. He has nobody. He has nobody to throw to. I don't know. Brittney, who do you think has the most pressure on him and the Dolphins this year?
I would say like Savai Anaya, and then I would say Chop Robinson for sure.
I think those are probably 1 and 2. I don't know if anybody else, because who else is like got the I mean, I guess we could say Kenneth Grant too, but I think
but he got better. He progressed as the year went on.
I agree.
And so if he just has a continuation, we could just say, and we could chalk it up to the stuff that I was talking about before about him being asked to play the position like, differently than he had played it in college.
Yeah, I think everybody has the feeling like he's going to be okay. I think Robinson's one of the ones where you look at Chop and
Chop has to make plays. Chop needs to get to the quarterback, get him on the damn ground, stop running by him. And it's a huge like that's what he's supposed to fill. Like when we're talking about, hey, they need people to get after the quarterback, you'd feel better about it if he does what he's projected to do. And then that can change things for the Dolphins. The most amazing thing is, and here is how football becomes extremely difficult, right? You look at Chop Robinson and you see the body, the speed, all these things. And you say, this guy is going to be a player based on all of that athletic ability. And then he plays football and you're like, nah. And that happens. That's why I sometimes get annoyed at guys who have made no plays in college.
Yeah.
And we look at their measurables and say, like, turn on the film. Like, you can turn on the film with Kadyn, right? And say, look at this guy catching passes and running. He's athletic on the football field.
It was a question with Chop coming in because he didn't put up a lot of stats. Everybody said, oh, he was close, the measurables, all that type of stuff, the explosion. And
now let's think of it this way. If you're a first-round pick, how many other first-round picks are you playing against? And so shouldn't you be dominating the guys in front of you?
Right.
Because we have deemed you to be amongst the elite at what you do.
Well,
other thing, the production doesn't say elite.
Well, that's the thing with Bain, right? I'm not making this a Dolphins should have drafted Bain thing, but like Bain didn't have big sack numbers basically until he got to the playoffs. Which obviously speaks better about him. But that dude was everywhere and he could stop the run. And the big thing with Chop is like, he's kind of been one trick pony, and that one trick hasn't even come through yet.
He causes chaos, but doesn't make plays. He's one of those guys that, okay, I'm gonna cause chaos in the backfield. Somebody else better make the tackle or make the play.
I got a couple people here saying Zach Sealer has the most pressure on him.
Not really, because Zach Sealer is gonna be. He's gonna be the new Calais Campbell. as the veteran, as the old guy. And one of the things that I would say is, who's to say he didn't have a role in the way Grant progressed during the course of the year?
Sure. And I think, you know what's great about him as a leader? And yes, he has to produce, obviously. And he had that dumbass play where he ran into the puncher this year. I mean, I felt so bad. God, why did he do that? But he's also one of these, like, for leaning on him, you have, Jordan Phillips and Zeke Biggers can also go to him because they're lower drafted guys like he was. Like, this guy had to go earn it out of something. So I think that's he is a good. It can't be all stripped down. You gotta have some people who could show the way, just like Jordan Brooks showing Rodriguez the way. Like, they gotta be some people they can lean on this team. Gotta be. But it's gonna. But I think you guys. Yeah, I think you're right. I think Chop and I think Savai and I are probably 1 and 2 this year in whatever order. We'll take a break. More to come here on the show. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM as we take you guys up until 2, streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. Give you a weather update brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storm rolls in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate. Currently in Miami, 82 degrees and cloudy. Sunny conditions expected around 12 p.m. with wind gusts up to 10 miles per hour. But looks like
is that really considered a gust?
I don't know. That's up to you. You're a golfer. What do you say? What's a gust?
I don't know if 10 miles an hour affects a golf ball that much.
Okay. What about a
when
field
it says
goal?
if the wind picks up and it's blowing 10, that usually means that breeze is going to be hot. You ain't going to be able to cool off with that breeze.
We'll get to our headlines here, brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Just visit us at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. Yesterday, the Marlins beat the Dodgers 3-2. And Liam Hicks, I mean, he just continues his outstanding season. Here was his home run called on the Marlins radio last night.
First pitch from Tyler Glasnow to Liam Hicks. He turns on and hammers high in the air out to right. Liam Hicks leaves no doubts. This is the Liam Hicks coming out party. 2 homers this week in LA. That's number 7 on the year. And he opens scoring on the first pitch of the second. It's 1-0 Fish.
Why are you scoffing at that? He hit 7 home runs this month.
I know. But to say it's his coming out party,
in LA?
Bit much.
I don't think so. I honestly think greatest Rule 5 pick in Marlins history is obviously Dan Uggla, right? But this guy, this guy, he has been incredible this year, Leroy.
I'm not even disputing that.
I think it might be his coming out party.
Not disputing that. I didn't say
You went
like to say it's his coming out party.
I don't like that.
Bit much.
I don't like it. I don't think it is. What would it have to be his coming out party?
I think I can remember when I was asked that my second year. We played Houston, and I had like 12 catches for 100 and some yards. I had 200-yard receiving games before I had a 100-yard rushing game. So they asked me if this was your coming out party. I'm like, we lost. I don't know how it works in other sports. Like in basketball, if a guy, if a rookie has a 40-point game, is that his coming out party when you play 82 games and he could then for the next month average 10 points. This is a little bit different in that he has 7 home runs in the start of the season.
Yep.
Right? But they've played a quarter of the season. I don't know how to.
I got to be honest with you. This is a classic yucking situation from you.
Is it?
You're yucking Jack McMullen's yum.
No.
It's a great call.
Okay. All right.
Also, Javier Sanoja's coming out party as he had the go-ahead RBI single in the top of the 8th.
Sanoja reaches for that, loops it into shallow right. That's falling in, and that is a base hit. Edwards will come in to score from second, and the Fish have the lead. It does not have to be hard hit. Sanoja reaches for a pitch, low and away, and he just got enough barrel on it to flick it into shallow right. And the Marlins up on the Dodgers 3-2 in the top of the 8th.
Classic hit. What?
I just saw the text you sent. What are we doing?
Well, I think what he's referring to is Eddie, who has chimed in because he says that you should go to the Marlins Star Wars night as Yoda. And he just made Yoda.
What are we doing?
Sauce too silly it is.
Why do I look tired?
That's one of the photos where you're just looking at me in the because it's just too much.
Jeez. I mean, the first thing I saw was, man, look at the ears they put on that guy. Oh, wait, that looks like me.
Dude, South goes, big shoulder pads I have.
Here we go.
Dade South has also did the bet hit. It did not. The only part of the
did
parlay
not,
we hit
but
was Liam Hicks.
Let me tell you, I didn't have to worry about whether it hit or not because I got updates and I got one.
Yeah. I know.
It's like I'm always going to be. Here's the thing. I'm always going to be careful with pitchers and strikeouts because you don't know when Skipper's going to,
Yes.
pull him.
Yeah, we've been burned.
Right. And so I think for future wagers, we should stay away from pitchers.
I think you're right.
Because it's not that we don't think they're good enough,
Mm-hmm.
but guys are getting pulled in the 5th or 6th inning. And I don't know if he's building, middle of the season, they're going to start going more. But how are you going to know how to face the third, time around the lineup if you never face the third time around the lineup?
I didn't have a problem with him pulling Sandy yesterday. He had a stressful game. Like Sandy had a lot of leadoff hits. He got out of a lot of jams. I thought it was an appropriate 6 innings. But the Jansen Junk one has burned me. And the Max Meyer, he did it with Max Meyer. Like
right.
And then here's the thing that does drive me nuts though. And look, Clayton pulled the right strings yesterday. Cool. But I will say when at the end of the series, Kyle Seeloff is like, well, Skip's got a real tapped out bullpen. I said, gee, I wonder how tapped out it would have been if he would have let his starters go a couple more innings earlier on in the road trip.
Right.
Riddle me that, Batman.
Exactly.
So, yes, there is always you want to get through, but I don't know. Whatever. They won. I'm happy about it. Cause it was funny. I saw Omar Kelly yesterday. He tweeted out. He says, will betting on sports make me like sports more or hate sports more? And it's such an interesting question because, man, I had fun watching that game. But, man, was I angry at Clayton McCullough. I think it just makes your emotions more, Omar. I think that's the answer. Whatever you feel, you will feel worse or better.
Right.
But I saw a guy last night in a Penguins jersey here in the sports book, and he was upset.
He was upset.
Great sports book, though. Really. Very mediocre French dip.
And there it is. Wait.
Very mediocre.
Brittney, that's like looking around the corner and finding the monster, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's just out of nowhere. You're minding your own business.
That was on his mind, though.
Here it comes, French dip.
That was on his mind. Also, who orders French dip at a restaurant?
Right. Here's the deal.
I just wanted a French
dip. Here's what I feel about French dip. French dip is always that chewy, like the part. It's never like the good beef.
You know where it happened? The place that there's a place we go to in Vegas, Brittney, that has the best French dip ever. It's funny. I was just having this conversation.
Oh, when we just sat in the bar, in that restaurant, that bar,
Tom's restaurant, and they serve it like on wood. And this mother bleeper was like,
dude,
I mean,
it's
carved.
I couldn't even eat it all.
Yeah, it's so good. And so I was very impressed walking around here. I was like, man, this is a really nice casino. And then the sportsbook looked really nice. I was expecting the food to be a little bit more glamorous looking, and it looked like a truck stop French dip.
You just feel like that's what you get for ordering a French dip at a casino.
I know when they delivered it, did you go, wah, wah?
Yeah, I was expecting I was going to get a Vegas French dip, and nope, I definitely did not. I definitely did not yesterday.
Vegas is the only place where this man has licked his fingers a hamburger, and then on the way out, while still chewing, saying, tomorrow, I'm gonna get the mushroom burger.
I also have a bad habit when I go on the road. I think I can just walk anywhere and just find places. I'm a big, I will walk around like whenever I'm going somewhere for dirty boxing. And then I'm like, I get here last night and it's cold and it's rainy, relatively to Miami. And I'm just like, so they have a Yard House that's relatively close. And I like Yard House, but I didn't really know where to go because I couldn't cut. It's like attached to a mall, to like a really fancy mall. but that was closed. So you had to walk around. I'm like, what am I doing? I might as well just go back inside. But then I was like, looking, I was like, this sports book's nice. They got to have good food. They have good TVs. That's what they had. Anyway, we'll take a break here on the program. More to come. We're back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. We'll take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Play a little Goosies, no Goosies later on today as the Cadillac Championship is going on from Durant.
Really, it's really a cool golf course. Like, man, it really is.
Yeah, I'm watching right now. Looks like a good crowd there for day one.
Yeah. Like, I think the way that to go early during the week, and it's cool. What's cool about this is that you can actually go at any day and see all of the golfers.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the cool part about it.
Let's give it up for Mike Vrabel, huh? You know, he was at a Patriots season ticket holder event, and you got to give it up for the Sully and Murphs because, you know, they welcome him back with open arms. He is rehabilitated from horniness, and in the midst of it, gets a standing ovation from the Sully and Murphs. Season ticket holder event. We don't care how horny you were there, Mike Vrabel. Just dial it up. So there you go. The hardcore Patriots fans do not appear bothered by Mike Vrabel and his horniness, which is not what he's going to have to worry about. It's going to be the road. No. It's going to have to be the road teams, dude. And what that's going to be like. What, like, is that one of those things where as a fan you feel the need to give him the extra support, or do you he's going through a rough time, you know, he just had rehab for horniness?
Yeah, I mean,
why are you standing for him? He's fine.
He's fine. That's so weird. It's like that is like he's some massive hero or something.
I don't like it. It's
Mike.
Do you cheer for somebody because you want to show them support, but at the same time, I don't know what you're showing support.
Right. No, I just don't know. Like, it's, I think, an appropriate. All right, you want to clap. You don't want to be rude to the guy. He's there to, you know, say hi to the season ticket holders. Now, I would have asked Drake Maye, can we have you helicopter in? I don't know if I would have had Mike Vrabel there because, you know, Drake Maye's probably like, I got to cover up another mess for him. Damn it.
It's crazy, right?
It is crazy. It is crazy. Speaking of the old horn dogs, Deshaun Watson, he is going to be the starting quarterback according to Mary Kay Cabot. I know you've been saying this, Leroy, but that she said yesterday and got everybody. Here's the thing that's fascinating about it, though. I have seen a lot of the reaction to this on social media. God, it does not feel like the fan base wants that, dude. It does not feel like it. It feels like they want Shedeur Sanders to be the starter. They don't want him back.
Again, one of the things that I have said about this is that let's just look at it as a human that has invested a boatload of money into whatever it may be. And then say, you know what? I'm going to try and get whatever I can out of this. And I think part of the problem is that we tend to take the human aspect of it because of the money. And I always wonder why fans think that a guy who's a billionaire is just going to throw away $50 or $60 million. Like, you can't make that assumption. And I'm more than sure that owner is like, let's try to make it work. If it doesn't work, cut him. Well, we're in the same spot, but let's make sure we know.
I think we know. I keep going back. I keep going back to this. Yeah, I think we know.
Hurt. He's been banged up.
But in the history of how many guys who already looked bad, which he looked bad before he got hurt,
correct,
then suffer 2 torn Achilles and come back from that. You've already lost. It's over. Like with Stephen Ross, the thing I at least respect it with this is it was over. There's no need to continue with the Tua thing.
Correct.
It's a sunk cost.
It's a different kind of a different circumstance. But I would just say that here's the way I look at it, and here's what I would think. You give him every opportunity to be the starter, right? You get to the beginning of the season or even preseason, and you go, he ain't got it. Cut him. Move on. Okay? You can say you did your due diligence. You can say we tried to make it work. He ain't got it.
Man.
So I don't think at this point, naming Deshaun Watson the starting quarterback in May doesn't mean anything, because you're going to do a lot of football, a lot of practice, and I think before the season starts or at some point during camp, they're going to sit in a room, have a conversation, yay or nay. If it's nay, they just cut him. But you can say, look, we tried to make it work. That's it.
The executive vice president went on with Tony Grossi and Goldhammer yesterday on ESPN Cleveland and says he looks great, has done a great job, and he's in a great headspace. Yeah, for now, dude, though. Like, there's no games happening.
Right, exactly. So why are we getting so worked up over naming him starter now?
Because, well, I just think it's a waste of time. I think it's a waste of time. Like, if Tua was still here and, like, the idea was, oh, we're paying him. Like, if Tua only had to beat out Quinn Ewers, like, that's why you kind of got to cut bait. You're never going to, like, grow from that or learn anything about your organization. Like, Tua definitely probably could have gone in with a new regime and beaten out Quinn Ewers for the starting job this year. He just could have.
Agreed. But there's other stuff with Tua. Like who wants to be on edge wondering if Tua's going to be healthy and, whatever.
Yeah, this guy's.
But here's what I would say about the Deshaun Watson thing that a lot of people are overlooking. When you looked at Dylan Gabriel and you watched Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel actually had better numbers. Shedeur was just more flashier. Somewhere in the middle of that is an NFL quarterback. And to force one of those guys, like you did last year, into a starting role without going through the process of trying to get them to be more of an NFL quarterback, I think you do a disservice to them. So Shedeur could very well be the starting quarterback for the next 10 years, right? Can you honestly say he's ready now? He was a 5th-round pick for a reason. And that means he needs some development. And you just threw him in there, and you saw a lot of the running around stuff and whatever.
Yeah, but typically the development, I would think, like you did let him go into the fire last year. It seems like, I don't know. For me, I think there's a better chance of Shedeur Sanders improving, being at this base level, than there is Deshaun Watson capturing some kind of magic that hasn't been there for 7 years.
Right. No, I get it. I get it.
Like, you're chasing ghosts with Deshaun Watson.
Sure. Absolutely. I'm not going to even argue with you. Okay. But you say, here, let's do it this way and see if I can explain it this way. If I throw Shedeur in there and it doesn't work and he's not ready, or I throw Deshaun Watson in and you say, oh yeah, he doesn't have it, which one of those players does the Cleveland Browns and the player lose more? Which situation? You see what I'm saying? Shedeur loses more because you could ruin his career.
Yeah, I suppose. Like,
Deshaun, you can just tell him
Deshaun Watson.
You can just tell him to kick rocks and continue with your plan. I think that if
for me,
Shedeur and Dylan Gabriels would have had more time under the tutelage of a quarterback, a veteran quarterback, or was able to kind of learn the craft a little bit more, we'd be in a better position now instead of having them both out there running around throwing balls.
I just think that it's at the point, though, for me, it's with him, you're like, oh yeah, you're throwing him out there because you don't think you're good enough or whatever. Even though they did, I mean, like, look, the Cleveland Browns do seem like they really revamped with some of their weapons. Those are both exciting receivers that they took in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
But just that the guy stinks. I mean, it's not there anymore. Not
and,
good.
And I'm not. There is nothing that he has shown in the years he's been in Cleveland that would suggest that health was the only issue. Okay. Conversely, there is nothing that Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders has shown that says they could be the Cleveland Browns quarterback for the next 5 years. So if I'm in that situation, I would rather take the flyer with Deshaun Watson with one more year than Shedeur or Dylan Gabriel that I'm hoping going to be a quarterback for more than. I don't want to take a flyer with my young guys. I want to coach them up. I want to develop them. Now, let's be clear.
What's your game count on that? 3?
0.
Oh, 0. Okay.
I'm saying that if Shedeur or Dylan Gabriel win the job, then I'm going right into Deshaun Watson and say, here's your check. Have a nice life. Because we've seen what we need to see.
Yeah, but it appears.
What I'm saying? But it's going to be a twofold. Deshaun's going to show that he ain't got it, and Shedeur or Dylan Gabriel are going to show that they are ready for the moment.
Yeah, but are you really going to be able to win that in camp? Like, if they're already giving the inside track to Deshaun Watson, that's not going to be decided until you get to the regular season.
Didn't Russell Wilson win it?
Yeah, but again, Russell Wilson in a situation like both these guys are I guess trying to impress a new coach.
You gave a lot of money to one guy. You made a big investment in him.
Yeah, but he didn't have any baggage, Matt Flynn. Like,
I know. Well, look, the other stuff I'm including with
injuries.
All this. If he's not there.
Like, Matt Flynn was always a fluke. Deshaun Watson at one point was a good quarterback, but it was very, very long ago.
Right. Again, it's going to get to a point where the coaching staff.
Like, is there any chance? I'll spin it here. Do you think there's any chance that Quinn Ewers could beat Malik Willis out for the job? No. Even if he has the greatest camp in
because he's not ready
time.
Either.
Yeah, maybe not, but he's in his second year, and even in the case, the Dolphins are going to go into this thing because they believe in Malik Willis. I think he's better. Now, I think Malik Willis is going to be better than Quinn Ewers anyway.
Right.
But there's nothing that can happen in camp and preseason. He could throw Skylar Thompson style, looking like Montana and Rice when he goes to the Weasel, and he's not beating out Malik Willis for the job. It's just not happening.
Correct.
So I think if they've already decided,
I'm not comparing Malik Willis to Deshaun Watson. Two different situations.
But I'm just saying I don't think there's really a chance for Shedeur Sanders or Dylan Gabriel to beat him out already.
And I think you're wrong. One of the reasons why they named him the starting quarterback now is twofold. I want to put some red ass behind Shedeur and Dylan Gabriel. Right? Red ass.
What do you mean red ass?
Red ass. Fire.
Okay.
And I want to see if they respond. Right? Because, like, look, in the end, nobody's playing football now. So saying you're the starter or who's the starter or whatever, you're basically just playing games. Right? You want to see who responds because there's no football being played. Like sometimes when you tell another, say he's the starter and you're not, that guy quits working. And that would be a test. to, okay, are you going to work harder because you're not the starter? Or are you going to, and a lot of times these are the games that are played. So I don't think naming Deshaun Watson the starter right now means absolutely nothing because we ain't playing no football. We ain't even wearing pads, right? When it gets down to it, I would then go to Shador and go to Dylan Gabriel and say, here's why we named him the starter. Here's what I need you to work on. Here's what I need you to be better at. Now, in that period of time, if one of those two guys improves on those things, one of the things with Shador, he needs to make more on-time throws. And if that happens, then I would not have a problem with telling Deshaun, I don't care what kind of camp he had. We're going with the young guy. Have a nice life.
We'll take a break here on the program. But first, if you guys want to go see Bush at Hard Rock Live, their Land of Milk and Honey tour with Mammoth and James and the Cold Gun is coming May 12th. And we're giving away tickets right now. Caller number, what do you want to do, Brittney? What caller number do you want to do today?
Let's do caller number 4.
Caller 4 to 305-567-0560. Caller 4 to 305-567-0560 will win a pair of tickets to see Bush and their Land of Milk and Honey tour with Mammoth and James and the Cold Gun at Hard Rock Live on May 12th. And if you don't want to wait to win, you can purchase your tickets at casino.hardrock.com/Hollywood/events. But right now, caller 4 to 305-567-0560 will win the tickets. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you. WQAM's Whiskey, Stars, and Cigars, presented by Edmore Sawgrass Automall, returns Friday, May 8th. Talk sports unfiltered with our on-air host at Tabacón Cigars and Spirits at Plantation Walk. Come on over. It starts at 6 p.m. on Friday, May 8th, and you guys can enjoy a nice Scotch whiskey from Johnny Walker, a smooth cigar from Drew Estate. The event is free. Just stop by and get all the info now at WQAM.com. You must be 21 or older. And we'll see you 6 p.m. May 8th at Tabacón Cigars and Spirits at Plantation Walk. Whiskey, Stars, and Cigars, presented by Edmore Sawgrass Automall. 4 brands, 1 location, your local Cadillac, Buick, GMC, and Chevy dealer. Marlins are off today. They will be back in action tomorrow to start a 4-game wraparound series with the Philadelphia Phillies. They come off of a series win against the LA Dodgers, probably their most impressive series win of the season. And a nice West Coast trip that was a nice cap off for them. Very, very clutch play by Xavier Edwards and things. On the NBA side of things, here's your schedule for tonight. You got the Knicks and Hawks playing Game 6 of their series. New York are going to close that out. In Atlanta, they lead 3-2, and they are a 2.5-point favorite tonight. That gets going at 7 o'clock. And then tonight in Philly, Boston looks to finish off the Sixers in Philly. That series is 3-2 with the Celtics leading. There are 6.5-point road favorites tonight. That's at 8 o'clock on NBC. And then the Nuggets take on the Timberwolves tonight. Minnesota leads that series 3-2. Denver is a 6.5-point favorite on the road.
Wow. So this will just be an injury thing, right? If they should happen to come back and win.
Yeah, well, they're both injured because Aaron Gordon, we don't know if he's going to be able to go either. With his
yeah,
calf.
but they still got.
They don't have Ant-Man,
right?
So
they don't have Ant-Man, and they still got Joker.
Yes, so that's the way it's lining up for tonight in the NBA. Let us get to the mixed bag here on a Thursday. Last night, the Raptors, they lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers 125-120. Cleveland now leads that series 3-2, but that's not going to stop me from playing Darko Rajovic whenever he has to say something because I love his voice.
I don't take it for granted. I think it's very, very special how this group is resilient. It's easy to say, after we win the game by 4 points, we were resilient. I thought that we were a very resilient team tonight as well, even if we lost over here. But we were constantly trying to find ways, finding different lineups, finding guys that can, help us to win the game. And came down. They shot 50% from three-point line, made 18 threes. They had a couple of players that really stepped up for them in the second half, and we just came out short. I would not just blame the fourth quarter there. I think overall we got to do a better job defensively, and we cannot allow this team to score 125 points.
All right. Coach Darko. Love that guy, man.
Your favorite has to be when they show the in huddle.
Yeah.
And he's yelling.
Always.
You think anybody ever looks down and goes, "What is he saying?"
No, I think they know.
Tobin, this is why you should get into F1. They all have accents. Every single one of them. Every single one of them.
But the cars don't speak.
They speak.
Are they mic'd up?
Yeah, they have onboard microphones.
Can I just say something about that, Brittney?
What's up?
It's sometimes a little hard to understand what the hell they're saying or talking about.
Exactly, and it's so funny sometimes. They say the funniest things. And they curse a lot. It's hilarious. I think you should give it a shot. Literally, there's not one of them that doesn't have an accent.
When is the race on Sunday if it plays?
At 4.
Maybe I'll check it out.
By the way, you know who else is in the F1?
Who?
Robert.
Oh, that I know. Yeah.
Loves F1. He says, you should get up in the morning and watch it. I'm like, no.
The Rockets, they beat the Lakers yesterday. Jabari Smith Jr. said that the Rockets are the better team in the series, and LeBron James was asked his opinion on that.
I don't care about shit like that, bro. The game is learned between the four lines. I don't give a damn who cares. Of course you say it. Why would you say, no, we're not the better team? But I don't. You ask one of them young guys that question. I'm too old for that.
Okay. He's just gone to that mode now where he's just too old to care about it. And listen, you can't really, you can't say that he's not too old because he's older than everybody.
And then he's got to play more minutes than everybody.
Yep.
Although I will say, Lakers sneakily got a bunch of intangibles out there they're relying on.
Sneakily? It's JJ Redick. He loves the intangibles. All over the place. Kennard, Laravia, Reeves. You know, he didn't even dip into. He's got more on the bench too. He's got more intangibles in the reserves.
Can I just say, I want to ask you this because I was watching the game last night, and I'm gonna say this: Rudy Gobert is more dependable than the center that the Lakers have. What's his name?
DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah,
I would agree with that. DeAndre Ayton's one of the least reliable people in the league.
He's big, he's athletic looking, and I'm like, what sport is he playing?
He was late to a game because it was snowing too hard. He's not reliable at all. And he was the number one pick, and he's already been
right, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, dude.
He is he's the bad example of 7-footer, has it all. You know, if I ever see Kalel Ware hanging out with DeAndre Ayton, I need somebody to go get him. I don't want him near him.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
You know, he is the epitome of lethargic, very talented, but can you get the motor running on 7 feet? Look, I bet it's annoying to be a 7-foot person. You know, not everyone's got the fire in them all the time. You know, Andrew Bynum. Remember Andrew Bynum? Andrew Bynum was a Lakers center for the whippersnappers out there. He looked like he was going to be the next Shaq. And he won championships early with Kobe and then just off a cliff. Just didn't care about basketball. Didn't like it.
I mean, what about who did Jordan take?
Kwame Brown.
Another one.
Yep. Now he's just roasting people from his car on the internet. Which gets me to my favorite thing on the internet today. Are you familiar with chonkers?
Chonkers?
Glad you've asked. Chonkers is a now viral sea lion who has taken over the pier in San Francisco because he is a stellar seal and he is way bigger and more massive than all the other California seals. And he is basically setting up shop and telling them to get the hell out of his way. And everybody now, he would make quick appearances at the pier, but he's now ponied up and saddled up there for a month. He ain't leaving. And I don't think the other seals are happy, but the people are happy because Chonkers is adorable.
And watch what happens when he hops out. All the little ones have to scramble to get out of the way. I don't know if you saw that in time, but now he's pushing them into the water, causing a big ruckus, and now he's just like, that's right, I'm in charge here. And he's got his comfy spot up there on the dock. He's quite the character this morning. Chalker's hard to miss, and when he slips into the dock there, when he hops onto it, is a lot smaller, or a lot larger than those smaller sea lions, the California sea lions that scramble to get out of his way. He is so much bigger than his buddies. They're here to sunbathe. He's been camping out at Pier 39 for a while now, a couple of weeks. He's a well-known sea lion because he only comes every couple of years to this area, next to this major tourist attraction where you can hear them barking, you can smell them before you see them. Back to you.
All right. Listen.
So let me get this straight. And that lady probably said it perfectly when she was laughing. All the stuff going on in the world, we send somebody to do a news story on a fat ass sea lion.
Oh, dude, that's exactly what the local news is for. What are you talking about?
Really?
Yes.
It's about the little things in life, Leroy. You got to find joy in the small things.
I'm telling you right now, That's a John Eric Sullivan sea lion.
He's like, he
That sea
get
lion
drafted
takes over the trenches.
top 15 pick.
Yeah, dude, that's a top
Look
15
look
pick
at
sea lion.
look at how he's moving all those little sea lions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he took out all the Mike McDaniel sea lions, and he goes,
Wait, now this one right here, he burned up so much energy he had to take a nap.
I think it's the same.
So I don't know how that's gonna work.
Well, somebody needs to get him a fish.
And he just looks really tired. And oh goodness.
Dude, I love Chonkers. He's great.
Chonkers.
Chonkers the sea lion. Look how many guys he dished out of there. He's like, get off my pier.
And then here's the part that gets me. We have, when he said he doesn't come by all the time, but every couple of years, we tracking Chonkers?
Chonkers apparently is a local legend. He's known, but he hasn't been. So I've been obsessed with Chonkers now this morning. I've been looking at TikToks on Chonkers, and apparently Chonkers, what he normally does, he's there and then he's gone. But apparently there's a food abundance right now in the pier, and so Chonkers is sticking around. He's been up for a while. He ain't leaving. Of course. He's
Chonkers
like, I'm not leaving.
is here for food.
Yeah, what do you mean? That's why he's a sea lion.
I mean, isn't the ocean filled with food?
Mm-hmm. But why would you swim around a lot if you were Chonkers, if you could just go right?
Oh,
in the
he
pier?
ain't swimming. He ain't doing no exercise. We can see that. He's breathing heavy just to walk on and look. He's flopping around. he need a sea lion CPAP. Look at
The ocean's a dangerous place for sea lions.
I don't think even a shark could eat him.
Oh no, there's sharks.
Oh, they
way bigger
can.
than him.
I mean, he's been around this long though. He's probably definitely thrown a little seal out of
all the
shark
other little sea lions are like, damn, we ain't gonna get nothing to eat. His fat ass is eating. Look.
Wow.
Nap.
Starting at right guard this year for the Dolphins. Chonkers. Get him some aqua and orange.
Look how he's waddling. And then he just jumps right in. He does all that people moving, and then he just jump right back in the water.
I mean, Chonkers is going to do what Chonkers wants to do.
I guess. Look how tired he is.
Yeah, why wouldn't you be this? If you were on the local news, this has got to be like the number one assignment on the desk that I'd want to cover.
Well, it's not when he said you can see him and you can smell him.
Man. SDI says, is that Tobin's long lost brother? I wish.
Nah, head's too little. And he has too much hair on his face.
Dude,
Tobin don't even have whiskers.
If I wanted whiskers, I could have whiskers. I choose not to.
Okay, dude. Yeah, you choose not to.
I choose not to.
Right. All right.
All right, Chonkers. He's a good boy.
That's what we did on Thursday.
Why? What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
That didn't make you happy seeing Chonkers out and about?
I mean, sure. I mean,
with the 12th pick in the NFL draft.
Sully chooses Chonkers.
Chonkers.
I mean, that's basically what they called the draft pick.
That is what they called him. I mean,
yeah.
I definitely know that Kadyn Proctor's moving faster than Chonkers.
I am big on giving the opportunity to become a professional. And the reason why I say that is because I was not a professional early on in my career. And if I didn't have the talent that I had, I probably wouldn't have been in the league because I was immature. So from that standpoint, when I see other guys and they say some of the same things, I always think, man, I played in the NFL for a long time, and a lot of people said the same things about me. Right? The only difference between me and him was I was the opposite. Right? I was one of those guys that, oh, you don't know if he's watching film. You don't know if he's doing this, but he never made a mistake and he plays hard. And so a lot of the stuff that's following him, I didn't have, but the immature part of it did because, well, I was young. So I'm always going to leave a little room, for guys to become professionals.
Yeah, Leroy, there are character concerns about Chonkers. In his freshman Sea Lion year, came in a little bit too overweight, took up too many fish in the harbor, but there are beliefs that he could be a franchise Sea Lion. Of course, all the locals there, they wanted the pass rush shark. They passed on him. He goes to Northern Waters in Tampa, but Chonkers is here to stay and looks like he could anchor right next to Chonkers number 2 and really have the Dolphins run game humming. Those sea lions are like, oh my God, we need to get out of here.
Wait, one tried to bite him.
Yeah, sure he did.
They're very aggressive animals.
Really?
Yes. When I went to Hawaii, there were a bunch of sea lions on the.
Oh, let me guess. Intangible wanted to go pet the sea lion.
No, I did not want to pet the sea lion. It quite literally says on the beach, do not come in contact with a sea lion. But we're in the water and we're just hanging out, whatever. All of a sudden,
Brittney, time out. Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
The sign said what?
The sign said, do not pet the sea lions.
Has that ever stopped an intangible before?
I could be friends with a sea lion.
See? There you go.
I know that
There you
Tobin
go.
did, but I don't think that I'm on the level of intangible that Tobin is on.
Oh,
No.
no. He's
Listen,
redneck intangible.
Exactly.
That's a superpower.
All I need to do is get one fish, and then I scratch Chonkers behind the ear, and he's my best friend. And then we go on adventures together. I'm telling you right
and then
now.
while you feeding him that little fish, he goes, man, I'd love to have a taste of that big ass fish.
Nah, he's not going to do that. 'Cause we're gonna be the best of friends. I'm going to get him the best fish.
Oh, dude, did I tell you what happened to me?
Tell me
So
after the.
I was laying in my bed yesterday,
Yep.
just watching a little TV,
Mhm.
and a lizard ran across my chest.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank God I was home alone.
Did you scream?
No, I kind of gave the same reaction I did when you threw the lizard at me.
What kind of lizard was it?
Just
Gecko?
a regular old yard little baby lizard. It wasn't like, long tail, curly tail.
Casper
Nothing
Yakuchonis?
special. Huh?
Was it Casper Yakuchonis, the Lithuanian lizard?
No, too short. It was tiny.
We'll take a break here on the program. We'll get you caught up with your headlines, including some new Heat fodder that's out there. We'll get to that coming up next. Welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Leroy, give us another weather update from the Windowplex. That brought to us by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
Why, certainly. Looks like a beautiful day. I would guess that if it's not too windy at Doral, they're going to chew it up today because there's no wind, sunny skies, a little bit on the warm side. I would say it's about 80, or it might be 80, between 83 and 85 degrees. Can't tell which way the wind's blowing, but it's so light it doesn't matter. Planes are probably landing over the water, coming in from over the water. It's a beautiful day.
Beautiful day, dude. A beautiful day. Beautiful day indeed. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your pricecito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. Can you give us an update from the Cadillac Championship, Leroy? As that is going on from Doral.
From Doral.
Which one is the Blue Monster? What hole is that?
The Blue Monster is the whole golf course.
Oh, I thought it was like one specific monster.
No. It's the whole.
Pardon my ignorance. I should know that as the former host of Tea Time.
That's the name. That's the name of the golf course.
Just because there's so much water?
I don't know. They just call it the Blue Monster because it's a beast.
Oh, all right. My bad.
Let me see. I am getting to it. Oh my God. Hold on. I love the way they.
J-Fix says, even I knew that, Tobin. My bad. Sorry. I thought it was a specific Blue Monster. I thought like that hole that we see that's right there with all the bells and whistles. I thought that was particularly the Blue Monster, the home of the Blue Monster. I thought that's what the thing was.
No. Home of the Blue Monster, the golf course.
Well, why would it be the home of itself?
So Tobin is kind of right. It says the Blue Monster. Trump National Doral, Miami is nicknamed for its intimidating water-heavy layout and its reputation as the Monster Challenge, particularly on its signature 18th hole.
Oh, I am right.
No, the whole golf course is called the Blue Monster.
Apologize, dude.
No, dude, you're wrong.
But it's
I'm wrong.
Here, let me tell you why it's a Blue
Why would the whole course be the Monster?
Would you like me to break it down even more? There is 3 golf courses out there. The red, I think the silver, and the blue, or the red, white, and the blue, right? The blue is the championship course, and it got the nickname the Blue Monster because it's a beast. But the Blue Monster is the whole golf course. It's not a hole. So
I just read it online.
I mean, I just read it. It says it.
Okay. I'm wrong.
I'm just telling you, you're getting mad about me, and I'm telling you right now.
I'm telling you what the reason is.
Google says the signature most famous challenging hole is the 18th hole, the Blue Monster.
Well, no, the 18th hole is not called the Blue Monster.
No, AI says different.
No, I'm telling you because
it's not AI. It's from PG.
There's golf courses that have like up north. They have like the Snake Pit.
Which one's the Blue Chonker?
You. So the leaderboard. Through 13, Tom Hogue is 3 under. Sahith Theegala 3 under. Brian Harmon, the lefty, 3 under. Scotty Scheffler through 5 holes is 3 under.
Wow.
So is Cameron Young. So these 2 guys are playing together. Holy smokes.
Some good golf.
Patrick Rogers is 2 under. Bud Cauley, Dave Lipsky, Matt McCarthy, Denny McCarthy. Ooh, spelled differently. Matt McCarty and Denny McCarthy. Why are they so close together? Ben Griffin is 2 under. JJ Spawn, 2 under. Sepp Straka, 2 under. Akshay Bhatia, 2 under. Jordan Spieth, Taylor Pendrith, Ryu Hisasuni is 1 under. And that's about it. The only guys who are really struggling that have teed off is Jonathan Vegas and Matt Wass are the only ones over par, which means they're lighting it up.
Cool. Does that stay? You think that's going to stay all weekend?
No, absolutely not. Because if it's supposed to rain all day on Sunday, then that means the weather's going to come in. The winds are going to pick up maybe Saturday.
The winds are picking up.
And they might have, I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being a Monday finish.
They should have boats out in the Blue Monster.
There's no water.
What do you mean there's no water?
There is water.
Not enough to have a boat?
Small boats.
Yeah, like little small boats. That'd be fun.
What are they called? Those
little kayaks?
No. What are
No, they can't do it like they do in San Francisco.
They should do it like San Francisco.
You know what they do put out in the water?
What?
Cars.
Yeah, so they should have water seats. That'd be fun.
No, it wouldn't.
Why not, dude? Wear a helmet.
Dude, I'm not spending an exorbitant amount of money to go watch a golf tournament, and they put me on an island in the water.
I'm telling you right now, people would pay a ton for that.
No, what are you going to do if you got to use the bathroom or go get something to eat?
F1 has yachts.
Yeah, if F1 has yachts, that's
in the middle of Miami Gardens. They have yachts.
And what do you mean if I have to go to the bathroom? I pee right there in the water. No
That's
bigs.
disgusting. Have some decency.
See, there you go. There you go, Brittney. You asked about it. You asked to ride it. Dinghy around the golf course.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
There's tournaments that are on the water that have boats, but not this one. There's no open water.
Nobody's ever thought of it before. I just gave our
most
idea.
tournaments in Florida have water.
Yeah,
nobody has boats.
Yeah, not yet. But I'm telling you, nobody's tried.
Leave it to a redneck.
Why does it have to be like that? Why can't you just like my ideas? I'm sorry you're such a golf purist.
Because it's a terrible idea.
It's not a terrible idea.
It is.
If you could sit out there, relax on the water, and watch a little golf, that's fun.
All right.
It's like when you have like the Preakness, you party in the infield.
Ooh, I can't wait. I get to play out there. Ooh, I might not be able to. You know that? I'm supposed to play the day after the tournament.
The Cadillac tournament?
Yeah.
Okay.
But if it rains, then they have a Monday.
Oh, playoff?
A Monday finish.
Or makeup. Well,
yeah, they do that.
Well, when you're there, will you offer up my idea about boats?
Absolutely not.
Why not, dude?
Listen,
can we get him back on?
If you're in that situation, I want you to look like an ass by yourself.
I'll happily look like an ass. I don't think I'm going to look like an ass, though. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see dollar signs light up at the Cadillac Championship.
No.
Dude, it would be the most popular thing in the sport.
No, really?
Absolutely.
They do it in other places.
No, they don't. You just told me they didn't.
No, I said when there's places that have tournaments that are on open water. Like when you see the Tahoe, they pull the boats up to the beach.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the boats. I'm talking about in the middle of the course on water traps.
When they have tournaments at Pebble Beach, see the boats off the water.
Yeah, off the water. I'm talking about in the course.
In the water. No, they're in the water. They're pulled up to the shore. Harbor Town. When they do Harbor Town.
So why don't you like my idea?
Because there's no open water and there's no boat. Like
exactly.
you want people to pay a ticket just to come sit on like a dinghy?
Yeah.
No.
People do it. People love boats.
People would do. I'm telling you, there are yachts in F1.
You're a classic yum yucker, dude.
Okay.
This is me trying to infiltrate your sport, and you're just like, you don't want me to be part of it.
You're not infiltrating my sport.
I think I am. You know, you don't want to do boats on the course.
Oh, there's 4. Right. There's Blue Monster, Golden Palm, Red Tiger, Silver Fox.
Or like, what about the paddle boats?
No,
just paddle
like
around.
little flamingos with like the flamingos on them.
Let's just put it this way. You would have a problem with all that movement on that water with the golfers.
Why?
Because they're very sensitive.
It's not gonna make any noise. You're on a boat.
Dude, they ask whole crowds to move. If a guy's walking behind the green when they hit a second shot, they wave him down.
All right, but it's not like the Masters. Like, come on, let's have some fun.
Same amount of money, almost.
Okay, so then what's the big deal? You know you're there in Miami for a party. I'm not asking for glow sticks and laser beams.
Dude, why are you doing this? Hey, wait, the paddles are exhausting. She's already given a breakdown of the different types of boats.
We'll take a break here on the program. Get into some Heat stuff coming up next. All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Miami Heat in the midst of the offseason, just kind of sitting by, doing nothing, just waiting for lottery balls next week. That's going to be exciting. We do have, it was announced, we were talking about this yesterday, Leroy, on who is going to represent the Miami Heat at the draft lottery, and it is indeed going to be Alonzo Mourning once again. So Alonzo Mourning, bring it home, baby. Adam Simon is apparently going to be in the drawing room where they decide where the ping pong balls, and this is what I want Adam Simon to do when he walks in there. Bloop. Adam, you walk in there and you go, wink. What are you winking for, Adam? You look at the Wizards GM, you look at the Jazz GM, you look at Danny Ainge and Adam Simon, you just look at him and you go, wink. He goes, what are you winking at me for, dude? He goes, nothing. Don't worry about it. Wink. Stop doing that. Why does he keep doing? Why does Adam Simon keep winking at us? Because he knows what's coming. All right. I have to have some faith in humanity, Adam Silver, that you are not a complete rat bastard. And the only way that I could possibly think that you are going to make things right for what you did, and you know what you did. Okay. Let's just be real about it. You know what you did. The Hornets know what they did. And I have sat here idly by and taken all of it. Well, I haven't sat here idly by. I've yelled at you a lot. But the point is, I am tired of waiting for the Miami Heat to be made whole of this. So I'm telling you right now, come next Sunday, you're going to get to that lottery room and you're going to do the right thing. Okay? Because you sit here. Let me tell you something, Adam Silver, that I'm going to try and be kind about this because I'm hoping you're going to do the right thing. But let me tell you this. You're not going to sit here clutching your pearls, acting all outraged at tanking this, tanking that. You want to hear a man disgusted by tanking? You listen to Pat Riley, okay? You listen to Pat Riley and the way he talks about tanking, that man hates tanking. You don't hate tanking like Pat Riley hates tanking. So let me get this straight. You're going to sit here and just, we're going to flatten out the odds. First of all, the rules don't make sense. I don't even understand what's going on with the NBA anymore. All right. You're trying to make this shame zone of the bottom three who are going to have worse odds than the other teams, which, once again, stupid, doesn't make any sense. Because here's the thing. Some teams are really bad and do need help. And the other thing is, let's just dive into this one, Adam. Commissioner cover-up, which I'm going to call you unless you fix this. You think teams that intentionally tanked, okay, you think it's hard for them to pick a start tank date? So when the teams that really suck all year long, let's just take the Jazz, for example. The Jazz could stop playing Lauri Markkanen and Jaren Jackson Jr. whenever they wanted to. So instead of starting to suck in December, they start in February. So now they're in the sweet spot zone of getting the odds from 4 to 10, where the best odds are. It makes no sense. It's so dumb. This man really cannot come up with a good idea. It's ridiculous. Oh, the worst teams, they're actually going to be in the worst odds. What? What are we doing?
I had a hard time trying to figure out what the hell.
Either flatten the odds. Just flatten the odds. Let's just do that. Just make it a lottery. Just do that. But now the teams, like, you're going to tell me you're going to sit here and the Kings, because they're really bad. The Kings are legitimately bad. Now, they'll screw up the draft even if they had the number one pick anyway. They're legitimately that bad, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the team like the Jazz, which is intentionally being bad. You're telling me the Jazz need more help than the Kings? It makes no sense.
Right.
I'm so tired of everything being overthought in this league. It's dumb. But one thing that I'm not tired of is yelling at Commissioner Adam Silver. And I will not stop yelling until the Miami Heat get the number 1, 2, 3, 4 pick in this draft. One of those. I need a top 4 pick. You need to do that. All right, Adam? You need to make it right, because what you did to the Miami Heat in this Terry Rozier scandal is heinous. It's heinous.
I think the only the Pat Riley still hasn't said, or I don't know if he was asked, did you know anything about this Terry Rozier stuff while the trade was happening?
Yeah, they obviously didn't.
Right.
Yeah, they obviously didn't. And you want to know why, Leroy?
Because nobody told them.
Because they weren't told. And they weren't told. And you want to know why? Because Commissioner Cover-Up and the Hornets made it a big fat secret. Shh, shh, shh. Don't tell anybody that Terry Rozier maybe took himself out of the game. Why? Oh, because there's a Brinks truck backing up with FanDuel money. Of course he didn't know. That's why we're owed one. Sorry. Everybody else in the lottery can kiss my ass. You're not owed anything. Because Pat Riley really is disgusting. He said the only thing that would make him quit is tanking.
The only thing that would upset me about this whole thing is, how does Dallas have the worst trade in the league in history and get the number 1 pick? Right?
Yeah, little fishy.
It
smell right.
It made everybody in basketball raise an eyebrow.
Yeah, how could you not? How could you not? Oh, you mean this franchise that was, let me get this straight. Luka Doncic went for a giant made of porcelain and a first round pick, and then all of a sudden the Dallas Mavericks got the number 1 pick.
Right.
Yeah, makes sense. Sure. Totally on the up and up. Which, look, I'm fine with it. If that's what it's going to be, it's going to be. But what you need to do is, what's good for the Mavs is good for the Heat. So what you need to do is make it right, because you know what you did. I'm tired of sitting here pretending like he didn't know what he did, and we need to sit here and he needs to bury his head in the sand like an ostrich. And what is this whole thing that Pat Riley was talking about, that the league negotiated with it? I can't get over that. Pat Riley sitting here being like, yeah, the league negotiated. I had nothing to do with that. Well, why not? Like, let me get this straight. Why couldn't the Miami Heat be in this process of being made whole again? Doesn't make any sense. Why shouldn't they be? They were screwed. And they're like, don't worry, Pat, we're going to handle this. Handle it? You should have handled it in the first place. You should have said, hey, guys, there's some fishy activity going on here with one of the Hornets guards. And, everybody seems to be betting Terry Rozier unders in March of 2023, strangely. In fact, this sports book in Mississippi is flagging it. It's getting sent to the government, the gaming commission up there. Should we check this out? Nah, I'm sure it's all good. You guys just let it slip by, and then you allowed him to go to another team. Objectively, and I've said this every time, bad trade. Bad trade. Don't trade for that guy. Especially don't give him a first-round pick for the guy. Who the hell were you bidding against, Pat Riley? Who the hell was bidding against you that you had to give him a first-round pick? But I will not say, like, you thought you were getting a player who at least was legitimately playing basketball, and now I don't even know if he was. Would like to think that, but how can I not? Sorry. I'm a human.
Still got his $26 million.
That's the craziest thing about this dude. The guy still got his money. 20 and the Heat kept him back, kept him past his guaranteed it. For that, I don't know. I don't know what the hell was going on there.
That's like the whole situation just feels like they did it a certain way for a reason. And I'm having a hard time trying to figure out what that reason is. Maybe it's above our pay grade.
I don't think it is above our pay grade. How could these idiots be above our pay grade with this stupid an idea? Right. Second round pick for Ronnie. I don't even understand this. Let me get this straight. Why can't it be as simple as the Heat getting back their pick? If they're not going to give them the number 1 pick, he didn't play basketball for the Miami Heat throughout his contract. He was made ineligible. This doesn't have to do with legalities. This doesn't have to do with charges. This doesn't have to do with anything. The league deemed him ineligible to play basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Why should that trade be completed if something is not yet converted? Makes no sense. I don't understand it. There's protections all over the place. Why can't they just be like, you know what? Something fishy happened to your Hornets. Kick rocks. Oh, they could open up the floodgates. Okay, well, you know what? The next time that somebody else gets caught up in a gambling scandal and then a trade happens, be big boys and close up the can of worms and figure it out again. You ever think of something called a case-by-case basis, Adam Silver? Is that above your pay grade? You hack? You bum?
Hack?
Yeah, he's a hack, dude. He's a hack. Because you want to know why? All he comes up with is stupid gimmicks. He comes up with stupid gimmicks, and he can't be a real commissioner where he has to come up with hard decisions. So unless, I could feel your passion in this, unless this mother bleeper comes back and gives the Miami Heat a top 3 pick, he's dead to me.
You said 4 a second ago.
Dead to me.
It changed?
Yeah.
No matter you get.
Not the same price.
So when is it? How far from now?
Next Sunday, Mother's Day.
So on Mother's Day, it'll be a top pick. Because you keep getting worked up.
Yeah, it better be. It better be. Carey says the NBA investigated and found no wrongdoing. Yeah. I mean, how could we go against that crack squad over there? Not the feds.
I mean, not only was that not accurate, which it shouldn't be accurate because you're not the people that do investigative work, but there's additional charges.
Yeah. Bribery charges. We don't even have the details of that yet. I can't wait. Dude, I can't wait. And let me tell you something right now. Wait until they find that, dude, wait. You know what? I don't even want to say it because it's not responsible of me because I'm so fired up about this. But I'm telling you right now, this guy, he is the worst Adam Silver. And I am owed a number 1 pick. In fact, I have just changed it. We are owed the number 1 pick. How could you give the Mavericks the number 1 pick for being idiots, but we don't get the number 1 pick for having a crime against basketball against us?
Have we not figured out? Have we not figured out as a society that offering someone money to let something slide usually does not work?
Nope.
We haven't figured that out yet.
Apparently not.
Because we turn on the TV and watch so much TV that we think everybody has a price.
Crazy.
If somebody, you have to understand, if somebody get it, then both of us going to jail because they're going to figure it out. I've been investigating you for however long.
Anyway, disappointing. We'll play a little Goosies. No Goosies next. Oh, hello.
Hello, guys.
How are you feeling today?
This is the most volume I can go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, better, but it
sounds like you're at the golf open.
Yeah, golf clap.
Oh, okay. It's true.
All right. Well, what do we have today, Jennifer, for Goosies? No Goosies.
Let's see. First, we have Pat Riley saying he wouldn't trade Bam for anyone except 8 first-round picks and Wembanyama.
Advocating trading Bam, but I did want to make a point in a question with you that over the last year and a half, 3 Eastern Conference teams traded their best player or franchise player, and it's worked out well for them. They've done better with Atlanta, Indiana, Toronto. Would you consider something that is incredible in a trade offer for Bam, or is he totally off limits?
No, I wouldn't. And name 3 teams. Give me the 3 teams.
Yeah, so Atlanta.
Name Atlanta. Okay, let's trade.
Trae Young,
Okay. Who's next?
Indiana moved off Sabonis. They got Halliburton. And Toronto moved off Siakam, and they're better with Ingram and the other pieces they've added.
They're not Bam. I don't think they are. Not in my opinion, anyhow. Especially with your franchise pillar, anchor maker, culture carrier, and a talented guy. Now, I'm not saying that these other players, I think Atlanta's done an incredible job of, it isn't just Trae, it's the moves they made, the players they got. Very quick, very athletic team, playing with no center, by the way. No center. They're all like 6'7", 6'8".
That's why they'll be home, Pat.
They've been very effective, and so I'm not saying that something would happen, but I want to build this around Bam. I think Mickey wants the same thing, and Nick and Andy and all of us want to. So I'm just going to give you flat out no, I wouldn't do that. Unless somebody gave me 8 picks and Wembanyama.
He can. Excuse me? What did he call him?
Wembanyama.
Well, he called him Wembanyama, which, you got to avoid tampering. Obviously, that was intentional. Now the Spurs can't complain. I didn't say Wembanyama. I said Wembanyama.
Why are you guys assuming?
Yeah.
That's what you would say.
That's on you. I got the Goosies. Great defense of his guy. Happy about that. And they obviously want to build it around Bam. That's the way they're going to go. They're not tanking. That's very clear. And I'm pretty sure that they're going to have the layover year with Kevin Durant here for a season. Then they're getting Joker in the next summer. So don't worry about it, dude. I've already told you the plan. Goosies. Leroy?
All right. I got the Goosies. I think what he said about Bam and how he feels about Bam. I think every organization wants that guy. And the fact that those other teams got rid of that guy meant they didn't think they were the guy, right? Because the true question to Indiana would be, would you do that with Halliburton? You see what I'm saying? Would you say, oh, I can get a bunch of picks for Halliburton after the finals? Would you do it? Not Sabonis, because Sabonis isn't as good as Halliburton.
Yeah, but they traded Sabonis for Halliburton.
No,
that
I
was
know.
The original trade.
But I'm just saying, okay, you think, well, you've always said you didn't think Sabonis was that good.
The top bum.
Right.
Look at him. Look at the Kings. He's such a great player. Look at the Kings. Look at him.
But it has more to do with they didn't think they could win with him. Not that, oh, we can get a haul for our great player.
I think they thought they got a better player. I think they thought that they got a better player in Halliburton. I mean, the Kings had that season, the light the beam season with De'Aaron Fox with Sabonis, but short-lived.
Now they're stuck with Sabonis and they traded Fox. They must really like them some Sabonis.
Jennifer, you got the Goosies?
I do have the Goosies because if he would have said anything else about Bam, I would have been very upset.
Really? Goosey. He wasn't going to say anything else. Brittney, Goosies? No Goosies?
Goosey's 100%. Like Goosey's galore. I think this fan base also needs to be reminded of Bam's value, and I think a lot of them forget that, and they like to just pawn him off.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that he tripled down on Bam, and I have the Goosies for sure.
Wait till we have him and Joker together. It's gonna be amazing. What's number 2, Jennifer?
Calais Campbell is signing with the Ravens for his 19th season.
That's Goosey's galore. He's still hungry.
He's still hungry.
He's still hungry. He's not ready to hang it up yet. Why should he? He's still good. He's still good. Just keep playing football. He's bigger than everybody else. Nobody can touch him. And so it just keeps going. 1-year deals on 1-year deals to go just wreak havoc.
I think he could have still been good down here. I wouldn't have mind having those young players on the defensive line with Calais and Sealer showing them how it's done, how to be a professional. Like, I won't say how to play because you can't be Calais Campbell's size. You got to play football a little bit differently.
Mm-hmm.
But they can teach you how to be a pro.
He was so good when he was with the Dolphins.
Just causing chaos and batting balls down.
Oh, my God. He was so good at that. Still so good at that. You got the Goosies, Jennifer?
Of course. I mean, good for him, as he should.
Goose.
Stay hungry.
Still
Stay
hungry.
hungry. I'm still hungry.
I would love to do that, but I really can't right now.
Brittney, you got the Goosies for Calais Campbell returning for another season?
Of course I have the Goosies for Calais Campbell.
Goosies.
That's Goosies. Like 19 seasons is crazy.
That's crazy. At that position.
Mm-hmm.
I
wish he was still down here. It'd be more Goosies if it was with the Dolphins, but
it would have hurt more if he ended up going to the Tampa Bay Bucks for 1 year.
Oh my God. It's that I would have become a Tampa Bay Buck fan.
Would have been over. Give up football forever. For a while.
I'm buying myself a Baker Mayfield jersey.
305 Maniaco says that Calais is 1 tackle for loss away for tying Terrell Suggs for most tackles for loss of all time.
Jeez.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
I didn't know Terrell Suggs had that.
I didn't either. I didn't know.
I mean, we didn't track that always, right?
No, definitely not.
Because, the only difference between, to be honest with you, tackle for loss and a sack is who you tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Right. Like the kid they got from Kyle Lewis, the kid they got from Pittsburgh, from Pitt, the Dolphins. He's got like 25 over the last 2 years, tackles for loss.
Right. And that's what happened with that's kind of what happened with Christian Wilkins, where they said he doesn't have any sacks, but dude had 1 million tackles for loss. And I'm like, this is crazy.
What's number 3, Jennifer?
The Miami Heat trading for Kawhi Leonard.
Conditional Goosies. Look, I'm not gonna not like Kawhi Leonard if he's on the Miami Heat, but it's gonna have to be at the right price. I'm not gonna be.
Here we go.
I'm not saying the cheap skis. Like I understand he had an incredible season. He's still statistically very, very good. But he's too much of a wild card with his availability. Like I was seeing with the some of the mock trades that are out there, like 2 first-round picks for Kawhi Leonard. I'm like, are you high as a kite, Yogi? His knee never works. So, but I mean, if we had Kawhi Leonard, I'm not gonna hate having Kawhi Leonard. He's awesome. He's awesome. Kawhi, imagine this: you got Pella Larson, Kawhi Leonard, Bam, Kalel Ware, Kasper Jakachonis, or Davion Mitchell.
It sounds like when you were a child and you talked to your mom about Brussels sprouts.
What?
Look, if they come included with the meal, I'll probably eat them. But am I going to go out looking for Brussels sprouts? No, Mom.
It has to be on the. It has to be.
Conversation.
First of all, he's going to be a Laker. Like he's not. If he leaves the Clippers, he's not leaving LA. But let's put on our fantasy hat. If he did end up here, for a reasonable deal, I would like it. I wouldn't hate it, but I can't oversee. You can't put out 2 first-round picks for somebody with that's that squirrely.
Goosies and no goosies.
Conditional goosies.
I don't have a button for that.
0 goosies.
Why?
None. Nada.
Why?
What has plagued this team for the last 4 years?
But you won't take them reasonably?
What has plagued this team for the last 4 years?
Play more games than Giannis.
I'm not going to get an injured player this past year.
Yeah, this past year.
There you go. That's going to get better, right?
I don't know.
As he gets older.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Not risking it. No goosies. 0 goosies. Is he a tremendous player? Absolutely. Do I want him on my team? No. Why? Because I just lived 3 or 4 years with everybody being hurt every other night. I don't want to risk it. No.
Fine. Can't wait to see Kawhi at Media Day next year with you.
Somebody said Miami loves players who don't play. Absolutely.
I mean, I'm saying on the cheapskies, though.
I don't care.
No, but you said
you know what? You can send him for free. Wait, here, I got one even better. You can get him for free. If he doesn't play, how does it help you?
I mean, obviously, if he doesn't play, but if you got him for free, what's the harm? Cat for Life says, we want Joker, bro. That's next year. We have to have a layover plan, dude. All right? Now, that's obviously going to be Kevin Durant. But don't worry about that right now.
Kevin Durant?
Yeah, we're getting Kevin Durant for a season.
The most important portion of their season, he's out.
He's never hurt, though. He's been very healthy. He got a fluke injury. He clacked knees in practice.
All right. So
you can't do that.
Can we just have a quick review of all the guys who you during the season? It was Ja.
Still is.
And it was Zion.
Yep. Zion was very available this year. Very available this year.
Except they didn't want to trade him.
Okay, but those are 2 different things. You can't.
You can keep on the list, Leroy.
You're diverting from your reasons. Now you're saying they don't want to trade him. What I'm talking about, what did he do this year? He was available.
All right.
For whatever reason, Joe Dumars does not want to trade him. I don't understand why. I don't really know what Joe Dumars is doing. I don't really know what the Pelicans are doing, to be honest with you. They seem to have a fun team, but they stink. Very strange.
But they stink.
Goosey, Jennifer, for Kawhi?
Not really. No. Not
Wow.
goosies.
Brittney?
He could even bring me a Chipotle when he stops there.
I really thought it was him.
You can't even blame AI.
It's Drew Starr's fault. No, that wasn't even a thing. That was
It wasn't even a thing back then.
2015.
I remember when that happened. But yeah, no, absolutely no goosies for that.
Why?
So out on Kawhi Leonard. Sorry.
Because I'm tired of the team being
he doesn't play.
I'm tired of the team being hurt, and I'm not signing injured players. That's
I just think. Well, also, I just don't think like he brings any oomph to this team. Like he's a very talented basketball player, but I don't think he brings oomph. He's not like a culture guy. He's not somebody who's gonna like move the needle, especially if he's not on the basketball court. So no, I'm out.
Can I give you his numbers this year?
You're gonna give it anyway.
games, 28 points a game, 6 rebounds, almost 4 assists, almost 2 steals a game. Shot 50%, 39% from 3, Leroy.
No, you ain't gonna get me. You can try Brittney and Jennifer. You ain't getting Leroy.
All right. I don't want him. I'm not going to trade a lot for him.
And I told you why. It ain't nothing about it. We need active participants.
Trade Jaime for him?
No.
No.
They have Jaime. I can depend more. Listen, I can depend more on Jaime than I can on Kawhi.
Exactly.
More on him, but he's going to want a Brinks truck deal.
And Kawhi's not?
I don't know. He's going to have to earn it.
You go tell Kawhi that.
How about we just be patient?
You know what Kawhi's gonna do?
What's number 4, Jennifer?
The Marlins Yacht Rock Night. They are giving out 10,000 for the first 10,000 fans. They're giving out a Marlins captain's hat.
Oh, that's a fun giveaway. That's Goosey's. I don't know if what is Yacht Rock? What is that? Is that like what they play on the beach?
Yes. However, it's literally just a captain's hat. Like the white one with the little
I would love a hat like that with the Marlins logo on it. I could bring it to the boat when I go to the Blue Monster.
What boat? A dinghy?
Flamingo paddle boat.
You would hate that.
I don't think so. I think I would have a great time.
I think you would. It's not as easy as it looks.
I could do it.
Okay.
I've paddle boated before.
Yeah.
I could do it. But Goosey, that's a great gift. Marlins are really good at giveaways. They do good. They do good work. A Marlins captain's hat. I'm in on that. Don't ask this guy though. He's yum yucking Liam Hicks coming out party.
No.
And the boats.
Yeah, and the boats, dude.
I'm not gonna lie, the boats were pretty fun.
Why'd you rain on Liam Hicks's parade earlier today?
I didn't rain on this parade.
You rained on his parade.
I did rain on this parade.
You were a cloud on a sunny day.
Leroy, this whole vibe of you leaning is exhausting. I need you to forward.
Better posture, dude.
And more.
You got the posture of a mope.
You're not
today.
beating the allegations of you being 5 feet.
Wouldn't you agree as mope posture today?
He does, but
Yeah,
he's had
he's
it all
very-
week. Every time he's at home, he's like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You tired?
No.
What's up, man?
Not tired.
We bothering you?
No. I rather enjoy my days with you guys.
Doesn't seem like it. Looks like you're laying in a hammock.
Yeah, I like hammocks.
On the Blue Monster.
You could tell.
Why so serious?
Really? Like I look like Yoda, the yum yucker.
Pretty much.
That's exactly what you are.
I think you got it. You nailed it right there.
Yep.
Come on.
You got any Goosies for the captain's hat?
Yeah, I like good giveaways.
Love a giveaway.
Big fan. Always been a fan of good giveaways.
Jennifer, Goosies? No Goosies?
I have Goosies for all their theme nights. It's great. Theme days, whatever. However, I don't need any more captain's hats, so no
Oh,
Goosies.
I'm sorry, Captain J Fig.
Let me drive the boat.
Michael McDonald is Yacht Rock?
Who, Yamo be there?
Brittney, you got the Goosies?
I have to go. When I saw this promotion, I was like, I need to be at this game.
Wow.
Okay.
I've
You want
wanted a
captain's
captain's hat for years.
You want
Do
a
we have a
captain's
picture
hat?
of it?
Yes, so badly.
Do we have a picture of the captain's hat?
Looks like a captain's hat.
Hold on.
Yeah, but sometimes like how they dress it up makes it even more appealing. Like if you just give a BS hat with a stamp on it, that's not cool.
What?
But if they do it in like Marlins fashion,
No,
then
it's a really cool hat.
right. That's what I'm saying. Is it a cool hat?
Yes. Hold on, I'm trying to find a picture. Actually, where the
We'll get it. We'll update the audience on headlines. But we gotta take a break. Final hour of the show coming on up. We're back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Give you a weather update here, brought to us by our friends over at Tornado Roofing and Contracting, replacing roof repairs, maintenance, and hurricane impact windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com. Currently 82 degrees in Miami, and got some wind gusts kicking around there, but for the most part, looking all right down there in South Florida. Get to our headlines, brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. As the Marlins, they win yesterday. They take 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers. Beat them Wednesday afternoon, 3-2. Javier Sanoja with the go-ahead run in the top of the 8th. Blooped a little single in there in the perfect spot. Hit him where they ain't. Great job by Sanoja. I love that guy. I love that guy. Javier Sanoja is like always coming through with big time plays for the team. And I get it. It's not like I want him to play. You put him in the right spots. That's what he's there for. You bring him in, big moments, big plays. I love that from Sanoja. Perfect utility guy.
It seems as if though, like they're trying to put a cohesive team together. They work well together. But I think at some point you're going to need that pop, right?
Yeah, I mean, they haven't really gotten it from Ramirez this year. I think they were hoping to get a little bit more from him. He hasn't been there. Casey was one of those guys they thought they would. They haven't really had Stowers too long. So, yeah, they certainly need a little bit more thump. Liam Hicks has been a nice surprise. So, you would imagine if you could get some of these guys to come around, then you might have something there.
Right.
But I do respect this team. Like, one thing offensively is this team, they fight like hell. Doesn't matter the situation. Doesn't matter what point in the game it is. They always feel like they can put good innings together and pepper through a few runs. You know, the makeup of how much they go to the bullpen and who to truly rely on. That's probably been the most squirrely part of the season so far. And how much there's so many games you could go to this year. It feels like it'd be like, yeah, if they didn't do this, if they didn't do that, you know, it does feel like there's a world where the Marlins could be, you know, back well over 500 instead of where they are, but still a good series win. Take nothing away from it. And now you got to go beat the brains in of the Phillies. They suck. Let's go. Sorry, Don Mattingly.
He says,
sorry. That's what I want.
Yes.
That's what JT Real Muto and all of them. No, sorry, dude. No, this is what it's got to be. So that'll get going tomorrow. The Marlins are off today. Let's give it a little Cadillac Championship Leaderboard, Leroy. What do we got going on over at Durant?
All right, we got 2 players at -4 leading the way 1 through 14. Andrew Putnam is at 4 under through 14.
His name is Putnam?
Putnam.
That's his name, and he's a golfer?
Yeah.
That's
we got a bunch of them. We got some, right. We got some weird ones.
Who else
Cameron Young is at 4 under. He's playing with Scotty Scheffler, who's at 3 under. Then you got Bud Cauley, Tom Hogue, Sahith Theegala, Brian Harmon, Seb Straka, Akshay Bhatia, Jordan Spieth, Alex Smalley, all at 3 under. This is like crazy how bunched up this is. I guess everybody's going to shoot like 3 or 4 under. Pearson Coody, 2 under. Matt McCarty, 2 under. Let me see if Justin Thomas, we know him, 2 under. Let's see if there's anybody else. JJ Spawn, U.S. Open champion, he's 1 under. Gary Woodland, remember his cool story a couple of weeks ago, 1 under. Woo. How about Max Grazerman? He's at 1 under.
How's that?
That's a golfer. How about Aldrich Potgeider? Yeah,
not better than Putnam.
He's
what about
well, he's Aldrich is South African, and he's built like Chonky. Chonker, yeah.
Love Chonker, dude.
Justin Rose, Adam Scott, all over par. The way this golf course is playing out, the first hole's a par 5. So after the first 5 holes, you want to be 2 or 3 under because those are the gettable holes. And then it's almost like everybody's hanging on for dear life for the other 13 or 14 holes.
Look how proud Chonker is of himself.
So that seems to be the deal. So if you look at these guys that get off to a slow start, yeah, they're going to struggle.
Drake Maye has weighed in on Mike Vrabel being a horn dog.
Why? Wait, do you honestly want a 24-year-old comment on a grown-ass man situation?
Yeah, I want everybody commenting on it. If you wanted the answer to my answer, that's my answer. But here he is.
Yeah, we're here for Coach. We love Coach. You know, what he does for us, what he's done for us this past year.
You're here
can't speak into words, and just thankful he's our head coach, and he's doing some stuff off the field and out of the coaching world. But we're here for him, and I know he's going to come back.
He's dealing with it in the coaching world, like he's in the shadow realm.
like he's in the Spideyverse, and he needs one of those to get back to our current day.
You ever just realize how much QB, like this is the thing with like taking Tua last year.
You wanted this,
but like he's sitting here and he's like, that is a guy who wants to say nothing about this. And he refers to him as, yeah, he's doing stuff, dealing with stuff in the coaching world. What?
No,
I don't think he is, dude.
No, that is the people world. That's ain't the culture world.
That's exactly the problem. He wasn't in the coaching world. He was supposed to be at a pro day.
The problem with all that is, okay, here's the problem. How far back are people sending pictures from?
Oh,
2020.
Man. 2020.
Right.
As of late.
We got playlists from 2022.
Right.
A great playlist. Really.
Big bad Drake Maye. What has he done? He's got no trophies.
He doesn't have any trophies.
He does. He has the AFC Championship trophy.
That trophy sucks.
Yeah, we're here for Coach. We love Coach. You know, what he does for us, what he's done for us this past year.
Hey.
You can't speak into words, and just, thankful he's our head coach, and he's doing some stuff off the field and out of the coaching world, but, we're here for him, and I know he's going to come back.
Oh, outside.
Are you really saying that are you saying that while wearing a Best Buddies t-shirt?
He said he can't speak too much on it.
I misheard him. He said
There's
he's
not
dealing with
words.
Yeah, I misheard him. He said he's dealing with it outside the coaching world. So he stepped out of his coaching world bubble into the horny world, and then all of a sudden he was too horny. We got to get him back in the football world. Football world, that's where Mike Vrabel flourishes.
He should have said more things, like when they were going into the Super Bowl and there was OnlyFans girls reaching out to Drake Maye to cheat on his wife, and he stood 10 toes down saying he would not do that to his wife. So
yeah, because there were cameras around.
Wait,
he should
he
have
said
given
that?
some advice. Yeah.
He said that? When did he say that?
During the Super Bowl week, I'm sure.
He did? Yeah. I don't recall that.
Mm-hmm.
Drake
it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. There was literally
I know his wife to be like an adorable TikTok baker, and they've been together since they were kids. But I didn't know that Drake Maye had to, say how unhorny he was from all the ladies throwing themselves.
Yeah, he had to address it.
He did.
He did. It became a whole thing.
Who asked him about that?
No, there was a girl from OnlyFans who literally called him out and said, "Oh, when you're to leave his wife or whatever and have a good
at the media
time."
day.
Yeah, this, just a bunch of stuff was happening that whole week. Yeah.
Well, that did happen to Tom Brady. Full circle. Remember when Tom Brady was asked, "Will you marry me, please?" That did happen way back in the day.
That's crazy.
That's like one of those days when they said, "Oh, media day has become a real circus," because some lady came in a wedding dress and asked Tom Brady to marry her.
That's embarrassing.
It was embarrassing. It was very embarrassing.
I could never.
Well, what can you say, Drake, about your coach and being a horn dog? Well, listen, that's him outside the coaching world. He's got to just get back to football. Football, we're going to be here. Me, Will Campbell, we're going to get him back on track. We love Coach. Man.
We're gonna get him through this.
We're gonna get him through this. Those have to be some unbelievably crazy meetings that are going on right now.
I don't even know. To be honest with you, I don't know how you rebound from this. I know I previously said, and I kind of stand by it, that the rules are different because of the positions that they hold. And when people look back at what he did, they're not going to look at it, diminishes her work. You know what I mean? Because everybody thinks that that's how she got the information, or she was getting information. And that's what sucks. That's why you go, when people go into situations, sometimes they don't go in as equal.
Yeah, and turns out she was doing extra work. She was not only getting scoops, but she was getting the Titans through losing streaks with Katy Perry songs.
I don't think she made the playlist, actually.
It's
Beyonce.
That, like, can't.
I'm sorry. The story is ridiculous. I don't know
It is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't like, for those two knuckleheads, I don't feel bad.
You ever make a mixtape for a lady, Leroy, back in the day?
No. Why?
I don't know.
Look, when it was that time, I put on Moments in Love, and it was go time.
Okay.
Take a break.
They knew what that.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Hockman, Crowd, and Solana coming up after us. You can tell because Jimmy's in the background loading up the computer. getting ready to roll there. So you got the boys coming up in the afternoon from 2 to 6. And, of course, you get Joe Rose every single morning, 6 to 10 a.m. If you guys missed it, had John Eric Sullivan on yesterday. Sully breaking it down with a lot of the things on the Miami Dolphins draft class. As Brittney, are you okay now? Like, have you gotten over the Rueben Bain thing, or is this going to sting for a while for you? Because, I know how much you wanted him on the Dolphins.
I think this one's going to sting for a while until I see both of their productions in the NFL.
Yeah, it's going to be one that we're always going to look at. That's for sure.
Oh, for sure.
This is going to be one we're going to think about this one, and that's why you need Kadyn Proctor to be mauling people from week 1. That is a must.
And I feel bad because there's a lot of pressure on him, but I need him to deliver, so it
Yes.
stings a lot less.
Yes, agreed. Just to have it sting a little bit less, but if he's good, it'll take care of it. But it is an extra wrinkle that was thrown into the draft day for sure. And
I literally fell to my knees.
Did you really?
No, I mean,
you literally fell to your knees. Like, where were you? Where did you watch the draft?
I was sitting on the edge of my bed.
Okay.
And I was on the phone with my dad.
Really?
Because he was not watching the draft live because he was still at work. So he had me on the phone. And once I saw Maui Noah go to the Giants, and then the next pick after that, I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to get Rueben Bain. And he was like, oh my gosh, no way. Oh my gosh. Like, he was so excited. And he's like waiting for me to update. And all of a sudden they say Kadyn Proctor. And I just go, no. And I literally like tumble forward out of my bed. And he's like, what happened? What happened?
Let me get this straight. Your father's at work. He's trying to get work done. He's excited. You're excited. You're 2 Monster Canes fans. He raised you orange and green. You're sitting there trying to deliver the good news. And instead, you wail and cry because you don't get Rueben Bain.
This is a true story. Like, I wish I was joking. I literally just was like, no.
That's
and he was
crazy.
like, what happened? And I was like, I don't know. We picked some guy from Alabama.
I didn't wait till. So you didn't watch it with any social media? You wanted to be surprised?
No. I like the element of surprise.
Okay.
No, I told Tobin beforehand, before the draft, before everything happened, I said, Tobes, do your thing. Send me all.
Well, because you were not next to a television, that's why.
I wasn't next to a television. I was in a restaurant having
Wait, so let me get this straight, Leroy. You were having your anniversary dinner with your wife, and you were listening to Tobin?
No, I was watching on my phone. Just the text.
Yeah, he was just
texting. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't watching. And then the table I did a U.
What happened?
The table next to me had like a group of people. It was a round table.
Okay.
It had a bunch of people. And one guy was looking at the phone and he goes, oh my God, they're going to draft Rueben Bain. And I went, I said,
no, I remember that.
Did he hear you?
Yeah, I told them.
That's so messed up.
Spoiling.
Why? I don't want everybody sitting at the table getting excited for nothing.
You don't want to get their hopes up.
Yeah,
I don't
but
want to
guess
get his
what?
hopes up.
This is literally why we got on Tobin last time. Let him find out for himself.
I told him I wanted to know.
No. You saying it to the person next to you.
No,
it was impossible.
Here's why I got mad at Tobin. We had a show. It was 5 or 6 of us, even more.
It was like 12 of us.
12 of us.
You're right. I was
the
the
draft
one
show.
doing it.
Huh?
I was the producer that day. I
Right.
know.
And Tobin, when Tua got drafted, went, and I knew because I know him. Nobody else knew.
And we all got on him for that. But
it
I'm
was
saying
stupid.
that you get on him for doing that, but you
asked him.
did the same thing to the guy at the restaurant.
Oh, what? They're eating dinner. They want to know as soon as possible.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we
Yes,
wanted
they
to get,
do. They're not watching TV. There's not a draft TV there.
I just don't know in today's day and age if the draft is it's a fun night. It's got a lot of pomp and circumstance. Like I haven't even watched like people's reaction to it. I just watched Kadyn Proctor's reaction to it like for the first time today. Now it was the behind the scenes version, but yeah, it just was. I mean, we were hosting the show. It was humming along. I wasn't going to sit here and rely on television. It's antiquated. And it's fun when it's on Twitter because you're like, oh, this is happening. And you can kind of see the puzzle pieces falling together. But when we got the news of Kadyn Proctor, I was like, I didn't want to believe it either, Brittney. I didn't.
No, it was.
Which I feel bad about because he seems like a good dude. He seems like he's going to be really good for the Dolphins. I do hope so. But yeah, I mean, in my heart of hearts,
it's nothing personal against him.
It's nothing personal. And then Nick Saban ruined it. Like typical Nick Saban walking in here being like, he's not a self-starter, blah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, and then immediately after they started talking trash about him, and my dad's like, "Well, what are they saying about him?" And I'm like, "It's all terrible things."
Yeah, they were like he got the most. And the thing is that they've kind of gotten away with that in the draft. Like they used to be a lot harsher on draftees about their red flags and whatnot. So it was also one of those things that stood out. Like he got the most question marks out of anybody in that first round. Everybody else, except for Ty Simpson, but everybody else, and even Ty Simpson, they were smooching his ass. It was like, look, Dan Orlovsky was right. Like, shut up.
No, but I would say, well, Dan Orlovsky, he must be friends of the GM because evidently, if you're friends of the GM, you're gonna get got.
That's it,
right?
Apparently so.
Like, so I would say this. I think it's amazing that if you were to say something like that about Kadyn Proctor while he was playing, if Nick Saban was the coach, he would go off on the media and say that they're kids and that how you go after a young man like that. If you have kids and somebody did that to you, you'd be livid. And then turn around and do it to a 20-year-old. A self-starter? Hey, I got a slew of 20-year-olds I want to introduce you to. Most of them not self-starters.
Yeah, well, listen, if anybody knows about motivation and hightailing it out quickly, it's Nick Saban, who didn't finish the job down here.
I mean, yeah. I just think like we got to be careful with how you talk about a young kid when we were all young kids and we all know, right? Like sometimes it takes you a while as you get through your years to motivate yourself. And it's the same on a football field. Like it doesn't change. You have to get through, one of the biggest transitions you have to make is for most of Kadyn Proctor's life, he's been able to just roll onto a field and be dominant, right? And then he had to deal with, I need to be in shape so I can do this a whole game. The guys across from me are big too. It's all things that you have to learn.
RBA Richard says, F the doubters. Kadyn has 1972 on his knuckles tattooed. The Dolphins' undefeated season. Yeah, he said it was meant to be.
That's what it was. Wait, he wasn't born in 1970.
I think he is. One knuckles is 2005 and 1972. I think is his stepdad.
Yeah, his stepdad.
Okay,
that's cool.
Yeah, I'm not. Like when I hear some of the things that he said, my response was, "But can he play?" Like there's certain responsibilities of a coach and an organization to help these young men become professionals. Because I don't know of many people at 20 years old that are their ultimate professional at that point in life.
Yeah, like listen, the dude for the Patriots last year, he's like had no red flags other than the arms thing, and he was great, but he got blown up in the.
Oh, he was hurt though.
He was hurt. He was hurt, but
which is in Tobin, I'm gonna be honest with you, which is another thing you have to learn. You have to learn how you can function and be productive while not being 100%. Like for an athlete, like you have to learn that 80% and being a little sore is okay and good enough, and you got to make it work.
Guy, I don't know what the hell your name says, dude. Dead Stark, it looks like. I'm not falling for any of this until I see actual tangible evidence of change.
Agreed. But which is why I get so irritated when people make all these comments about who you drafted, what he can do, what his issues are, and ain't nobody played a down of football yet.
I know it's so long until football. Sucks. And we have no playoffs. We got Liam Hicks saving us. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, we're not used to this.
I know.
You want to talk about what South Florida fans aren't used to? You're not used to not rooting for a team in playoffs this time of year. Been a long time. Because when the Panthers weren't going to the finals, didn't the Heat have a finals back then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. To have this much inactivity postseason wise for both teams, been a long time. Been a long time. Been a long time. Probably 2019. Probably like that year. That's probably the last time.
Was that the 3-31?
No, that was D Wade's last season.
Okay.
D Wade's last season. I don't think the Panthers were quite the Panthers yet, because the next year they had the pandemic season.
Right.
But yeah, this is rough. It is rough, and we're just sitting here waiting for football.
Oh, we got a change on the leaderboard.
What happened?
Cameron Young, 6 under through 11.
Damn.
Jordan Spieth, 5 under through 9.
Really?
Yeah.
Where the hell's he been?
He was creeping up. Probably played another par 5. I would guess he had an eagle somewhere. Let me see.
Did he get fat cat
There
syndrome?
it is. Hey, see how I can call it? He eagled number 8. I knew what was happening. You don't jump that quick.
Is that the golden fox?
No, you're the golden ass. What are you doing?
What?
Why? Why do you have to do
I'm just asking questions.
Okay.
He's literally asking you a question.
No, that's not the Golden Fox. That's a different golf course.
I thought you said that they had 4 of them on there with the blue
4
monster.
golf
Thinking of the
courses.
Silver Fox is what he said.
Silver Fox.
Silver Fox is Pat Riley.
All right.
My bad.
You lost him.
Yeah, but it's a sad time. He also says I can't root for filthy Tampa Orlando. Man, did I have a great hate watch last night. I'm telling you. I was hate watching the hell out
in
of the
a
Lightning.
bar. Where were you in Maryland?
I'm in Maryland. I'm in Maryland at the at this casino, and they had a beautiful sports bar, raggedy ass French dip. But I'm just sitting there. Everybody's watching. They got the basketball on the big screen. They got the other basketball on the big screen, and then in the corner they got Canadiens and Lightning, and I'm just like locked in. He's like, "You got action on that one?" I'm like, "I'm a Panthers fan. I just hate the Lightning."
Spreading your petty everywhere.
Hey, yeah.
I hate John Cooper right now. I think is number 1 on my list. I really dislike him. I hate his face. I hate that team.
Mm-hmm.
I really dislike the Tampa Bay Lightning. But
what's amazing is that this team was built very similar to it.
Yeah, but they're not anymore. You know,
no, they're not anymore.
They're a shell of themselves.
They've taken it to a next level.
Cooper and that smug look on his face. He's just smug. You don't look at him and you're just like, that dude's smug. Like Paul Maurice is cool, right?
Yeah.
And look, there's other smug guys. I don't like Rod Brittney either, you know, but he doesn't look as smug because his nose is broken.
Who's the angry one?
Brindamore.
Oh, that's him?
With his
All
nose
right.
broken. Are you talking about the Hurricanes coach?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did the thing that Paul Maurice. Remember, Paul Maurice pissed him off because Paul Maurice last year didn't want to do the handshake line with the coaches because he just swept his ass. And he goes, "No handshakes. All right, let it for the players." And this Brindamore used to play. He's like reprimanding one of the Ottawa Senators in the line, and that was exactly Paul Maurice's point. You want to sit here peacocking. That's the one thing is like so I'm gonna move on after John Pooper is eliminated. I'm going to be moving my petty over to the Carolina Hurricanes. That would satisfy most things.
Listen, if your team's not in it, then you got a petty watch.
Right. Yeah. Like tonight, rooting for the Hawks. I don't like their chances, though. I kind of feel like they've run out of their juice.
Right.
How many miracle finishes can CJ McCollum have? He's
crazy,
CJ
right?
McCollum.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he was the thing when he was in Portland, right? With Dame.
No, he was a great sidekick. But then, dude, he was like in the ether. He was like on the tanking Pelicans and Wizards for the last 4 years.
Because he's with the Pelicans and the Wizards.
Do you think
like where good players go? What about Ingram?
I will say though, if he is able to get this tonight, and we send it to a Game 7 at Madison Square Garden, and you see stupid Ben Stiller, him and Timothy Chalamet.
Could you imagine Vlad on Monday or Tuesday?
I may just tell him to take a day. He may need a mental day if that
Oh
happens.
man!
If it's Tuesday, then it's me.
If
I got to
Monday,
mess with him
him.
too.
Oh,
We got to
dude.
mess with him. We got to mess with him. He can't go scot free with this.
If they end up losing to the Hawks, that
It's the group chat.
band of misfits to CJ McCollum, Kuminga. No, that would be all time. God, that would be great. Yeah. Take a break. More to come. We're back after this. Oh, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. But telling you about the Cadillac Championship. Leroy is going to tell you a little bit more about it as you got all the action going on at Doral right now and Blue Monster action. Leroy, what the people got if they're thinking about going out there this weekend?
The Cadillac Championship is going on right now at the iconic Blue Monster down at Trump Doral. The cool thing is that you can go out there, get you a spot, enjoy some of the family events, the public venues, the delicious local bites, and much more. You can pick your spot, sit there, and see all the golfers. There's no morning and evening times. There's just one straight time because there's only 72 golfers. If you want to bring family, 2 kids, ages 15 and under, get in with ticketed adult, with 1 ticketed adult. And like I said, I'm looking at it right now. Give you a little update. Cameron Young is 6 under. Jordan Spieth is 5 under. Andrew Putnam is 4 under. And they seem to be having their way with it because it's not that breezy. But I got to tell you, it is so much fun watching the best golfers in the world play a golf course I cannot play. Let's just be honest. I can't play it. I struggle there. And it's fun seeing somebody have some fun there. If you want tickets, you can buy them now at CadillacChampionship.com.
Today, the Pittsburgh Pirates have had a celebrity deal out the first pitch, and that was, of course,
Jordan Spieth just tied it up, baby.
Ooh. That is, of course, famous weather predicting groundhog and Pennsylvania native.
Was it Punxsutawney Phil or whatever?
Punxsutawney Phil.
The only true weather predicting groundhog in the world, Punxsutawney Phil.
What, they brought him to the ballpark?
Yeah. I thought he always just stays in his hole.
Yeah. Oh, he tried to throw the heater.
Wow. All right. Just like, hey, thank you. You're not the groundhog, though. So
I gotta tell you,
mini jersey. Look at the mini jersey.
That groundhog looks miserable.
I mean, they dragged him to a baseball game.
Wait, does that groundhog live at the top hat guy's house, or does he live in an actual burrow?
I don't know. Why does it take 3 guys dressed in top hats and tuxedos to?
It's like carrying the Stanley Cup all over again.
Yeah, why do they have?
That guy didn't wear a suit all the time with the white gloves.
That's crazy.
I think they did too much.
What are we doing?
Just give him some peanuts. He'd be happy.
What does he eat?
Groundhogs? I don't know. What do groundhogs eat?
I mean,
according to AI overview on Google, large amounts of green vegetation, including clover, grasses, alfalfa, and garden crops like lettuce, broccoli, beans, carrots. They also eat fruits, bark, occasionally insects like snails, June bugs, or bird eggs. That's only if you're a big chonker, though. Groundhog. Then you go to the...
Gonzalo said that groundhog looks more miserable than Tobin at a salad bar. Which is ironic because mostly groundhogs, all they eat is salad.
Yeah.
I couldn't kick it with a groundhog. You see what Dave said?
He's an idiot. They eat ground. It's in their name.
We are simpletons. Like, come on.
The ground.
You know, I'm going to tell the Pirates, they may want to call the Marlins up for some promotional ideas because something tells me the Marlins aren't going to be out there being like, all right, here's what we got for the first pitch today. An iguana.
That's crazy work.
What?
Like, what would the, well, you know what? Some intangible would say, hey, Bubba, do that alligator thing for the Marlins game.
Who I got to ask, I got to look. Who are the guys with top hats and groundhog?
Oh my goodness.
They too live in the ground.
They eat ground. It's in their name. Or they live in the ground. That's why they call ground hogs.
All right. So those bozos are called the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club Inner Circle, a group of 15 local dignitaries responsible for organizing Groundhog Day and caring for Punxsutawney Phil?
How many Punxsutawney Phils have there been?
Oh, that's a great question.
How does one get that job? How does
I don't know. Just go drinking at the local pub.
Is it on Zip Recruiter?
How many Punxsutawney Phils have there been? According to the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club, there has only been one Punxsutawney Phil since 1886, who remains immortal, drinking the secret elixir of life. However, in reality, since the groundhog's captivity, they only lived 10 to 14 years. There have likely been 13 to 14 different groundhogs. So let me get this straight. You guys are just lying to the people of Pennsylvania, just being like your 5-year-old
has been around for 130 years.
You like lying to your 5-year-old about the goldfish you flushed down the toilet?
It's an elixir.
An elixir, huh?
Please.
So how does one get in the circle? It's a great question, Brittney. How does one get into the Punxsutawney Groundhog Inner Circle Club?
You can't get
Do you
in.
have a top hat? I think Tobin can get in.
Tobin can't get in.
Unless you no longer own a top hat.
Dave South said they're also called whistle pigs. Why? Because they snitch on each other?
Okay, it says requirements to join the Inner Circle. It's a lifetime commitment. So if you do it, you're in. It's like being on the Supreme Court. Be a local resident of Punxsutawney. You must prove your dedication for preserving Groundhog Day tradition and serving the community. They look for community oriented individuals. Turnover is slow. Appointments are usually for life or until a member chooses to resign. Do you think anybody's had to do it in shame because they've had a Mike Vrabel situation?
Like at a press conference, I'm stepping away from my active duties. As what do you call them?
I have not upheld the top hat of the Punxsutawney Phil Inner Circle, for I went out of my circle because I was too horny.
Oh my goodness.
Members are appointed rather than elected in an open election process. While you cannot apply directly for the Inner Circle, enthusiasts can join the Groundhog Club and be a faithful follower or start a local chapter. Should we start a local chapter of groundhogs down here?
Oh my!
There's got to be people from Pennsylvania.
There would be just one problem. I could never be in that club.
Why?
I would be required to touch that nasty little rodent.
You can bathe it.
No.
He's got gloves on.
There you go.
He's terrified. He's like,
of course he is. He's
please
an
put me
animal.
down.
And wait, that's a baby.
Yeah, that's not a lifetime elixir.
Oh, look. Oh.
He wants me to throw it, guys.
This guy's throwing the heater.
Guy's like, check out me, Hideo Nomo right here, ready to throw down the cheese with my leg kick.
Pony.
Man.
So wait, the pitcher, you notice the other three guys?
Mm-hmm.
Only one guy touched the groundhog. So I'm wondering if that's fake. Like they don't deal with the groundhog. Only one guy deals with the groundhog.
Yeah, maybe the elder gets the groundhog.
Oh, really?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know, dude.
Of us four, I'd pass it on to the next elder. I got to tell you.
Oh, man, they got a whole board of directors.
This is insane. I didn't know that there's this much into Groundhog Day.
The president.
Nationally, when that groundhog comes out once a year, the whole world, all of, especially here, they all go to the picture.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather them see that than talk about the fat ass seal.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something about this Punxsutawney Phil Inner Circle.
Mm-hmm. Intangibles?
12 for 12 intangibles.
Well, yeah, there's no black people living in Punxsutawney.
Are we shocked?
I would guess there's not very many brothers living in Punxsutawney.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I ain't gonna say nothing.
That is
no,
but they almost make me.
I like
feel a
his
little-
nickname. Is that his nickname? Ozo?
They got to make me a little nervous.
Why? Why's that?
Thunder conductors.
They
one of
all
the
look like they
craziest
grew
things
up
I've
around
ever-
Abraham Lincoln, and that wasn't good for black folks. We
Of
had
course,
some issues.
The head of the board is Punxsutawney Phil, weather predictor,
President Shingle Shaker, Vice President Moonshine.
Guy's name is Tom Dunkel.
Oh my!
It doesn't get more intangible than that.
Right.
Okay, so Dan McGinley's the guy who threw the pitch.
Okay. Then
His name's Moonshine.
go look. Treasurer, Frostbite, Rainmaker, Iceman.
Treasurer, like how much money you need to take care of the groundhog? Just leave
Yeah,
him
they
alone.
do charity stuff.
Do they?
I know Abraham Lincoln was good for black folks, but at the time we wasn't there yet.
Crazy. Well, Pirates, that's not exactly getting people fired up to see Paul Skeens. I'm going to tell you something right now. Not your
But
best
wait,
one.
there was only like 12 people there.
There was not a big crowd there, that's for sure.
Wow.
And also, we got some NBA news. Musa Diabate was named the 2025-26 NBA Hustle Award winner.
Wow. So they gave the intangible award to a black dude?
Yep.
Wow.
He is intangibles, though. He does hustle his ass off.
But I'm
Very
just
good.
saying. Gonzalo said Phil's the only non-intangible there.
And in fact, no intangibles made the top 5.
Really?
Yep. Dyson
Wow,
Daniels.
I mean, that seemed like that's right up Pella's alley.
I know. I thought Pelle Larson should have made the top 5.
Who
He got
won
hit
the
in the
sixth
face
man?
every game. 6 man went to who did win 6 man? Keldon Johnson.
Okay.
Keldon Johnson. I think
Jaime was close though, right?
he was second.
Ugh.
He was second place. I think
I would have loved to seen that comeback right there because I mean he had the bubble guts for a whole year.
oh yeah, he did. He did. He's not getting an extension though. Pat Riley basically said, yeah, you're gonna wait.
Hmm.
He's not paying anybody.
He ain't
Except for
paying
Kevin Durant.
anybody. I think that's gonna make Tyler want to be traded even more.
Great.
Why?
Tough. How could you ask somebody for an extension? You played 30 games.
Huh?
How could you even would you even tell your agent? Don't even call.
I would
30
there's
games.
some couth. There's some I think that there's a level of are you bleeping me?
Right.
Right? That Pat Riley would, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Even after for the last 2 years, he's been talking about Tyler being more dependable.
Mm-hmm.
And he played less games every time he said it.
All right. Well, good luck to the Punxsutawney Phil circle. Everybody have a great rest of your day.
Look at this.
Okay. What do you got for us, Jennifer?
Their banquet.
I don't like it. The guy's got a groundhog head. It looks scary.
That is
that
terrible.
eyeball. Look at that eyeball.
That's
so
like that
meaty.
feels really like I don't like it. It
That's
feels
nightmare
wrong.
fuel.
That's creepy because it all seems like they all have like knives in their pockets and
That's
they're going to come
crazy,
attack
dude.
us
That's crazy.
Like
dressed as
absolutely not.
groundhogs.
Oh, man. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, and we will talk to you rascals tomorrow.
I want the fat asses blocking. Hey, by the way, I'm not fat shaming. Do it as portly. Sing it, sausage fingers.
I love you, but you've been yucking a lot of yum lately.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.
WQ.